That was pretty thin today.
Thin? I thought it sounded pretty good.
Thin. Good morning, everybody. My name is Rizz, and that is Rafe.
Rizz and Rafe. Rafe and Rizz.
That's it today. And
Boys' night.
We got Grant in the other room. Grant Francis, who is very kind enough to be getting up this early. Grant, come on in here. Come on in here, Grant.
Get your ass in here, Grant.
Grant, who normally works on ESPN. Get on Mike 5 there.
He's here. He's ready.
He's here. He's ready. Well, we got Learns up in Michigan. We got Moon out in California. We got
Scott's
King
in Nashville.
Scott out in Nashville filming, I guess, a little piece for a movie.
Yeah, he's doing his bucket list. He's getting a line in a movie, and we've dispatched emissaries to 3 of the directions of the country.
Right.
We're kind of...
Yeah,
We're worldwide, dude.
Yeah, we got everybody kind of...
Learns up in the thumb of Michigan.
Separate spots there. Grant, thanks for coming in this morning, doing the Lord's work here.
Yeah,
Yes,
of course.
brother.
Yeah.
Isn't it awesome getting up early?
You know what? It's interesting. I've never gone to bed at 8 o'clock at
Yeah,
night.
welcome, buddy.
It's not my thing, but
Me neither.
you know what I will say? Driving in on 270 this morning, it's a lot nicer driving 270 at 4 in the morning than it is at 8 a.m.
Drunk drivers and truck drivers. That's it.
Yeah,
And us.
not too bad.
Yeah,
That's
it is. That
Morning
is
show
the...
hosts.
I will say that is the one perk of getting up that early is you do not have traffic issues.
Yeah.
Because there's no one out. I mean, there's Kings Highway still a disaster, but other than that, everything's...
Kings Highway will always be a disaster, no matter what time.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. But, yeah, 8 o'clock bedtime last night. What time did the alarm go off?
3:30.
Nice.
Because I'm coming from the Illinois side, so I got an
Nice.
hour drive on top of getting here at 5.
Oh, Lord, where do you live?
A little town called Brighton. Izzy. Jason Isringhausen.
I know where Brighton
hometown.
is.
Oh,
dude.
Brighton, Illinois,
Yeah.
huh? Home of Jason Isringhausen?
That's right.
Is he originally from there?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was a born and bred St. Louis guy.
Oh, yeah, dude. He used to live in Holiday Shores out in Edwardsville by a golf course called Fox Creek. And I worked at the Moto Mart near there while I was in college, and he used to come in and buy his propane for his grill from the Moto Mart I worked at. Nice guy.
Oh, I thought he was I always thought he was a transplant.
Nope. He's a born and bred, dude.
We played Little League at the same ballpark in a little park called Betsy Ann.
Betsy
Brighton,
Ann.
Illinois.
Did they not rename it?
No. Well,
After
you know
Izzy?
what? I can't say I know for sure that it's been the same name the whole time, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it has been.
I got a buddy named DJ Shetter who is a Brighton boy. Radio guy.
Really?
Up north, yeah. Good
When
dude.
you're a homegrown hero, I mean, you get stuff named after you.
Oh, I bet half of Brighton's named after
You know what?
Izzy.
You'd think that ballpark would be renamed after him. I never thought about that, but now that you say that, that's something that I'm surprised about.
I mean, David Freese has his Freese Landing out there in left field at Busch Stadium, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Izzy's got to have something named after
I
him.
think the bullpen would be Izzy's pen or something at this point.
Izzy's playpen.
Yeah, because that sounds sexy.
He's
too.
got to have a street out there in Brighton, or at least a ball
And I
field.
can't even think of what.
Give
Maybe
the
that's
guy a bench.
that's my
Isring
homework
housing.
today.
That's
Low rent housing.
yeah, Isring housing.
housing.
Yes, they got low rent
Sounds
housing
good.
near the stadium called Isring housing. And it's
Well, give him something out there in Brighton. If you're out there in Brighton, you got to know something's got to be named
You know what?
after him.
And maybe there might be, and I just don't know about it. It's not that big of a town, so maybe my homework today is going to be to go home and just look for something named after Izzy.
hell of a pool player too. Used to come
Is he?
into the bar I worked at and shoot pool for money with people. Almost saw a guy get destroyed by him. Drunk guy lost to him and then tried to start a fight. And Isringhausen he's a big dude.
Yeah.
He's not a
So he's a
small
pool
guy.
Hustler too?
He could shoot some pool, and he was like, they
anything
were
this
shooting
man
for,
can't do.
there was some money on the table, and he spanked some dude at pool, and then the guy accused him of cheating, and it was like a movie where I saw Isringhausen pick a guy up from where his feet got off the floor.
Nice.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was just like, I wouldn't do that.
When you grab somebody by the shirt.
Yeah, and he was such a good dude. He's just like, I feel like I can't come in here anymore. He's like,
And that was it.
I think when you're famous too, man, I bet people try
People
to
want
start.
to fight you.
Yeah, they start static with you.
Well, talking to Tony Twist, a very famous
Yeah.
enforcer in the St. Louis area who owned Twisters down in, where was that? Down in South County somewhere.
Yeah, he used to oblige people, right?
Well, people would come to the. I mean, I'm sure you've heard these stories, Grant, where people would come down to Twisters just to fight them.
Well, I've heard that from Jamie on 101, and I think Jamie was talking about how he was his own bouncer too, which makes sense, right? Like, who would be a better bouncer than Tony Twist?
Great dude too, and people would come down just to mess with him.
What if he opened a bar just because he wanted to be a bouncer?
Yeah, it's in play.
He's
It
like,
would
"You know
not be
what?
surprising.
I've always wanted to bounce. Maybe I'll open a bar."
618 on the Schreier texter. Izzy has a sign at the high school field, and that's about it in Brighton.
Signed at the high school field.
You gotta step it up, Brighton. What else you got going for you? Look up Brighton on Wikipedia.
There's not much.
All right.
Pretty short Wikipedia page, I'd imagine.
I want to see notable
I
residents.
want to see if they even let them.
Is there
have
there's
one.
got to be a Brighton, Illinois Wikipedia page.
Population 2,221. Current mayor Matthew P. Caston. Metro East region. Let's see what the history is. The village was named after Brighton, Massachusetts.
Don't care
I didn't
about
even know that.
Don't care about that.
No, I want to know notable residents.
Notable people.
Here we go.
Joe Bernard,
Don't know him.
pitcher for St. Louis Cardinals. Another pitcher. You guys are just pumping them out.
What year?
Doesn't say.
Come on, Grant. You're a sports guy.
Joe Bernard. I've never heard of
Joe
Joe
Bernard.
Bernard.
Born 1882, died September
that makes sense.
1960.
Okay.
So he must have been in the
All right.
gas house
That
gang.
makes
dude.
sense.
So Joe Bernard, Jason Esringhausen, pitcher for the New York Mets, St. Louis Cardinals, Tampa Bay Rays,
Okay.
and this is a big one. Bushrod Johnson. Ha ha! Old Bushrod, Confederate general. Oh, that's unfortunate for you guys. In the American Civil War. So that's the three notable people from Brighton. That's it.
Brighton.
2 pitchers and a Confederate general named Bushrod Johnson.
There we
and
go.
That's a triple entendre sexual name, and that's hard to come by. Bushrod Johnson. That's something.
Yes, it is something, but my God, Brighton, give this man a field.
Yeah, man. I
Throw
bet
this
it's
man's-
Bushrod Johnson Field right now. and
Throw
that
this
probably needs
man's
to change.
name up on a ball field. Give this man a bench, something, not a sign at the high school. Come on.
Yeah, give him his glory.
This man has 300-plus career saves.
This man played for 3 professional sports teams.
I feel like there's got to be something, and we're just missing it.
Yeah, well,
For Izzy?
yeah, then there should be.
Let's just look that up.
Well, listen, Grant, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're filling in for Scott. It is unfortunate that this morning everything's kind of gone haywire.
Yeah.
So as far as the show goes today, you're going to get what you're going to get. The network drives are down.
That's a promise.
The network drives are down. So hey, listen, how old are you, Grant?
26.
26. Okay, so I got into radio back in 1998. Okay,
That's when I was born.
right. He was born in 1998. I was stepping into my first studio.
That hurts to hear
Okay?
out loud. I bet.
It's fine.
Actually, you want to know something funny? There's a keyboard that's being replaced in the building that's only 3 years older than me.
Yeah, that checks out. So back in 1998, we didn't have a computer in the studio. We were playing songs off of CDs. We were playing our commercials off of what they call carts. So you'd pull your own music, you'd pull your own commercials, and you'd physically have to press a button for everything to start. Now it's all digital. Now everything's on the computer. So when the computer goes down,
We go down.
everything goes down.
We go down.
So we have files, we've got audio bits, everything's on the computer.
Pictures of my kids. Everything's
And
gone.
Pictures of Rafe's penis. Everything's on the computer. Mm-hmm. Everything's on the network. So when the network goes down, the whole operation's in shambles. So what goes down this morning, of course, everybody's out, the whole network. And we can't get in touch with an engineer. We have 3 or 4 engineers at work here at Hubbard St. Louis. We can't get in touch with any of them. None of them. Zero.
And we tried.
And we tried.
Multiple
A lot.
times.
Multiple times. We can't get in touch with anybody. So, St. Louis, you're getting what you're getting today.
We don't even know if you're hearing this right now.
Are the cameras on?
Are the towers down?
They should
Cameras
be.
are on.
Cameras
It should
are on.
be.
Good. Are we streaming on the Point app on all the platforms?
Hey,
I don't know.
don't know.
We could be just talking to each other.
And if so, I'm okay with it.
That's fine.
I don't know how the city of St. Louis feels.
Well, we're here for you.
We're here for you. I'm pumped, dude. Honestly, I kind of like this little boys' retreat today. Just a couple of guys.
Just a couple guys.
Grant got thrown into the fire. Love it.
Couple guys, no network. It's fine.
That's radio.
It's radio.
That's how it goes.
It's radio. When I first started, man, there was none of this stuff. Just turn on the mic and let's go.
You know, this may be a bad time to ask because of recency bias from this morning, but what would you prefer, the before without all the computers and digitized stuff, or now with it all?
I prefer a simpler time.
He harkens back.
I harken back to...
He's a harkener.
There's too much stuff here. As my dad used to say, it's just more stuff to break.
Yeah.
When we got power windows, Grant, my dad goes, I'm not going to get them. I'm still holding on to the roll up your window with the whole crank thing. It's just more stuff to break. My entire car is a computer. If something goes down in my car, I don't know how to fix it. My dad could take apart an engine.
All dads could take apart
All dads could take apart an engine.
Not anymore.
Now you have to plug your car in to figure out what's wrong.
Yeah.
All right, all clear in St. Peter's. App is working fine.
All right. We're up. We're live.
We're live.
Good
We're
news.
doing it.
Feedback's coming in on the Point app.
That's good. All right.
Let's go.
All right, so a couple things to get to here locally. And there's one story out of Kirkwood. Police in Kirkwood are looking for a black Jeep SUV after a local cyclist was hit on Wednesday morning. This guy's named Mike Morales. He's a competitive cyclist, leader of a local cycling team. He was out for a routine training ride on Marshall Road around 7 a.m. Again, this is Wednesday morning when the incident happened. He said he was riding down the road, and he's ridden this route at least 100 times. But this time it took a dangerous turn. According to Mike, the driver of this black Jeep, possibly a Grand Cherokee. What color is your?
A white.
White, okay. Not
You're in the clear.
I'm good. I don't want to be a person of interest in this.
So black Jeep Cherokee rolls down his window, exchanges words with the cyclist. Mike just says, I just kept riding. Then the Jeep pulled in front of him, slammed on the brakes. Mike on his road bike didn't have time to stop, crashed. Breaking his scapula, fracturing ribs. Where's your scapula?
Shoulder.
That's your thing that sticks
that's your
out,
shoulder.
right?
Yeah,
That's your little
shoulder
angel
blade.
wing. Pow.
Oh, that's here?
I think
That's
so.
like your back?
I think that's your shoulder blade.
Oh. Breaks his scapula, fractures ribs.
Sounds like Dracula's like loser brother. Like lives in the basement with his mom still.
Like scapula
500
is,
like
Scapula is Dracula's brother?
yeah, I feel like their mom favors Dracula and is always telling Scapula like, why can't you be more like your brother?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, your brother's got a lot of things going for him,
Yeah,
not you, Scapula.
Yeah, Scapula like lives in the basement. He still eats
Scapula
rats.
can't hold a job down.
No, he's squeamish. He doesn't like blood.
Mommy still does his laundry.
I am Count Scapula. And they're like, no, get out of here, man.
Ma, did you wash my cape?
Ma, go to the blood bank.
So Mike breaks his scapula, fractures ribs. Black Jeep Cherokee just takes off. Gone. Now Mike's in a sling, facing about 4 months off the bike. Not to mention, he's missing a big race up in Chicago. There was a big race this weekend, and he can't go. He cannot go.
Oh, man.
Now, not the first time there's been trouble in this particular area. Kirkwood has already seen about 5 pedestrian or cyclist-related crashes just this month, and police are also investigating a similar incident back in July involving, earlier this month, involving a black Jeep Grand Cherokee. They still have not confirmed if the two are connected. So we're not sure if it's one guy going after these cyclists.
What's this guy's deal? Got a vendetta.
The suspect vehicle may have damage to one of its taillights. And Mike says he's grateful things weren't worse, and he hopes somebody comes forward with info. So if you know anything, you're asked to contact the Kirkwood Police Department. But we got to share the road, guys. And some of these cyclists, you know, they think they own the whole thing.
Yeah, that's true.
We all got to be working together in harmony.
That's true. Some of them do seem out to prove a point.
They do. They do. And then you got black Jeep Cherokee guy, who's also out to prove a point, apparently.
Yeah, also not good.
Also not good. But there's a harmony. I mean, we could We could all coexist together.
Yeah, we got to work together.
We got to work together. And yes, sometimes it's annoying. It's annoying when those cyclists get in front of you and you can't get around.
Oh, yeah, I've had couple. I mean, we've all had the thought, you know.
Thought of what? Getting on a bike ourselves and joining the pack?
Yeah, that thought. There's been a couple people, where they ride the bike and they don't even try to get over.
Right.
Like, they're trying to prove the point, like, the road is for everyone. I'm like, it is, but you're going like 7 miles an hour, man. Like, just get to the right.
For me, it's like an effort thing. If you're making an effort to get over and make room for other people, you're being considerate, you get the pass.
100%.
I was
in all situations.
I was a young buck driving my radio station promotion van in New York City. And have you been to New York City?
Yes.
Grant?
I lived in New York for 4 years.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, where'd you live?
I went to Hofstra University on Long Island.
Okay, that doesn't count.
Well, okay, I didn't live in New York City, but I've been to New York City
multiple
Island times.
You lived on Long Island.
I'm familiar with the area.
Okay.
We'll put it that way.
Okay.
So in Manhattan, during the week, Midtown, Lower Manhattan, pretty much all over the island, there are these bike messengers.
Oh, yeah.
And there have been movies about these bike messengers, in fact, and it's a wild scene. I mean, these guys are doing what they have to do to get whatever parcel from point A to point B. Cars be damned, and they'll dart in and out of cars. I mean, you don't see these guys sometimes until they're right up on you. So I'm driving this giant radio station van.
Okay.
And it's got mirrors that stick out pretty far. So I'm driving down 6th Avenue, and this bike messenger gets right up, a little too close next to me, and I smack him in the back of the head.
With
the side mirror.
Are you sure you weren't? Are you sure you weren't in a black Grand Cherokee?
No, it was not a black.
Okay.
It was not a black Grand Cherokee. But I smacked this bike messenger in the back of the head with the mirror, and he went down. I mean, he went over his handlebars.
And you're in a company van.
And I'm in a company van that says, in giant letters, K-Rock.
Did you consider not stopping, or did you stop?
I did stop.
Okay. Was he cool?
No.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
He was
New York. First of all,
he was.
People are already at an 8 in New York, mad when things are going well. So I can't imagine getting skull crushed by a side view mirror.
He was not. He was not cool.
And what time was this?
This is in the afternoon.
Okay.
This is like a weekday afternoon. I smacked this guy in the back of the head with the mirror. I had a coworker in the passenger seat with me, and I slam on the brakes. I stopped the car. Now I'd felt the car go over the bike, so he fell off the bike. The bike went under the van, and I felt a gugunk. I was like, "Oh my god!"
And you didn't know it was the bike at first, though.
No, I didn't. I'm sweating now. I yell at my coworker. I go, "Get out of the van and go see if he's alive."
Man. So there was a minute you thought you were manslaughter.
Oh, yeah.
You thought you were Scotty Manslaughter.
Yeah. And
that's a surreal moment in your life.
Oh, I mean, I'll remember it like it was yesterday.
I bet that's been a snapshot in your brain.
Yeah.
When you're like, I might be going to jail.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'd be going to jail. It was clearly an accident.
Well, even an accident, you
got a lot to answer for. I'm thinking I'm going to lose my job, all that stuff. All that stuff's going through my head. So I'm staring straight. I'm afraid to now look in the mirrors. Like, I'm stopped on the street. I'm afraid to look in the mirrors to see what's going on. So my coworker jumps out. He runs. He's gone for maybe 30 seconds. He jumps back in the van and he goes, "Oh, he's alive," and he's pissed.
Good news, bad news. Good news, he's alive. Bad news, he's packing a 9mm Beretta.
There happened to be a NYPD officer.
Oh, God.
On the block who saw what happened.
That's the thing in New York. There's always a witness.
Always a witness. Yeah, you can't get away. I can't get away with anything.
Oh, you can't.
I mean, I got a giant van that says KROCK on the side of it. You can't miss. It's big letters because they want you to see it. So the cop comes up to the window, and I'm like, "Officer, I'm starting to explain. He goes, Hey, Howard Stern station. Tell Howard we said hi. We love him. Get out of here. Told me to leave.
Got the Stern bump.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was a home of Howard Stern. This is when Howard was on regular radio. Hey, everybody at the station loves Howard. Get out of here.
So you don't even know how this played out?
Oh, but I did look in the rearview mirror as I was driving away, and I see the bike messenger get back on his bike and try to ride after me with the front wheel bent.
How fast was he going?
He not fast.
Just
it was like
what
a fluttering.
What a flaccid attempt.
It was like a fluttering front
I could see
wheel.
it in my brain. I know exactly what you mean. Like a bent wheel. It was like he's like riding all lopsided like the Wheelers in the Return to Oz.
Yes.
It's like one of those carts at the grocery store with a wheel.
With a wheel
on
busted. So he's clearly pissed. And he's trying to chase after me. I'm out of there.
You're already, here's the thing. You're already if you're trying to be the tough guy in a situation, you're already on a bike. You're already on a 10 speed, minus 2 points. Now I don't know what he was wearing.
Those guys look pretty cool, I'll be honest with you. Those bike messengers in New York City, they look pretty cool.
+1. He's at a -1. Well, now you bend the wheel. That's a -5. Bro.
Yeah.
So he's at a net total of -6 cool points.
I get back to the radio station. I'm contemplating, do I tell my boss or not?
Did you tell him?
I told her, assuming you assumed it's a man.
I said, I contracted them. I actually
Kathy
didn't give
McMorris.
a pronoun at all.
Kathy McMorris was her name, and I went into Kathy. The old, when you sheepishly go into somebody's office and you kind of duck your head in and you knock with, "Hey, Kathy, you got a second?" "Oh yeah, Scott, come on in." "Yeah, I hit somebody with the van." "What?"
All right, see ya. Yeah, she freak out.
First question. Did you kill them? No.
It's great news.
Almost.
All right. Never heard about it again. That was it.
That's awesome. Last time imagine being there now. Because, like, last time I was in New York, I was riding with a guy that said he was going to give up his medallion, because they give medallions to all the taxi drivers.
Right.
There. It's a big thing. It's like part of the union. Yeah. They only give out so many. And he's like, now that they've got all these e-bikes and tourists coming in, they give these little mopeds out where there's like a helmet in the back and you just rent the moped and you drive it around the city. He's like, dude, it's not worth it. He's like, I almost hit someone every day. He's like, I've almost killed people every day.
Well, now you got the city bikes. They call them city bikes.
City bikes. They got bird scooters.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, last time I was in New York, there's like 6 different kinds of rentable, 2 to 3 wheeled vehicles everywhere. And there's people like, they don't give. I mean, pedestrians don't give a damn in Manhattan. And they feel even more, emboldened by having a scooter that they paid money to rent or a bike. And, dude, they're just like driving out in front of cars.
Well, you hang out downtown here in St. Louis. Are we still doing bikes? That's not a thing anymore? Is that experiment?
They got rid of them.
Has that experiment expired?
I don't know. They got rid of them for a while. They weren't, and it didn't seem like it was really catching on. I haven't seen any in a while.
I haven't. Remember, we got the scooters. We got bikes for a little bit too.
We did. They took birds out, then they put birds back.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen either in a while. I haven't seen much going on. They had Lime scooters for a while. That was here. I haven't really seen any anywhere, man. I think we can maybe call it a failed experiment in St. Louis.
Is it failed because we're not a city that's conducive to scooter riding? Is it a failed experiment because people were stealing them?
That's everywhere.
Is it a failed experiment because I know for a while people were taking them and throwing them into the river?
Yeah, I mean, it's problematic across the board, but we don't do great as a society with communal property. I think that's, excuse me, I think that's what, that's the libertarian dream is that we all could have all these communal things and
we share.
And when somebody doesn't have a skin in the game, They end up in the ocean. Like, that was the same guy when I was in Venice Beach or whatever. The guy's like, yeah, I find like a third of these things thrown off the end of the pier. You know,
Right.
I'm like, I believe it.
Oh, when we had the bike, remember we had the bikes here and we had the scooters here downtown, Grant?
I remember the bikes.
Did we have bikes or am I just imagining that? I know we had the scooters for sure because I saw one chick on my way to Busch Stadium go through one of the orange vinyl fences at a construction site into a pit. Was it funny? You betcha.
I bet. I don't laugh.
Betcha. I'm sure she lived. Maybe a little maimed. I'm sure she lived. But it was a thing where they were the people who owned those scooters were finding them in the river because people were just going down to the Mississippi and just throwing them in.
Yeah, people don't do well with shared property or just like if left to their own devices. It's not good, man. Like Kings Highway, man. I live off Kings Highway right now, and it's Thunderdome down there, brother. And it's because they took, and look, I don't know what they're doing. I hate to criticize the city, but I'm gonna right now. So I don't know what they're doing, dude, but I want to talk about it, okay? Kings Highway, they did the thing where they're repaving it. So they just took the top layer off. So it's like that concrete that kind of has waves in it, like that rough.
Like grooves.
Yeah, the grooves, the undersurface. But it's the entire length of Kings Highway and on South Kings Highway. And they didn't paint like temporary lines on it. They didn't do anything except put a line of cones down the middle. And like, figure it out, losers. And it's like everyone on Kings Highway, dude, it is like the Autobahn out there. It is like people trying to turn left. They're just going on red lights. There's no turn lanes anymore. And they started whatever they took out in the burbs, those little turnstiles you guys were bitching about. What are those?
Little islands out there on a long road.
Now they're putting islands on Kings Highway going down to Chippewa, like to get into Afton.
So basically,
but they're just there. It goes from being a 2-lane road to just you're going to blow a tire out on one of these things.
On Kings Highway, so they've stripped all the markings off. So
yes.
They're leaving people pretty much up to their own, like, hey, you guys know the rules, follow the rules.
Pretty much, yeah.
Which is not a great idea.
Not in South City.
Well, yeah, I mean, left to our own devices, we cannot be trusted.
It's pandemonium out there, dude.
Like, we need instruction. We need structure. We need the lines. Cones ain't going to cut it. So it's basically Thunderdome on Kings
It's
Highway.
complete Thunderdome, and I feel bad for everyone involved, the drivers and the guys working on it during the day, because like you go over that bridge by like entrance to the hill where like Don Brown Chevrolet and all that's at, dude. Those guys are just out there in the middle of the road, and people are just, they're coming, and they ain't stopping for nothing.
They got places to go.
People got to get down to Cybergs and Afton apparently, because it's just wild, and then you'll be driving, and I think I'm guessing the purpose is to eventually put in left-hand turn lanes and make Kings Highway one lane, like heading south into Afton. But they haven't done it yet. So right now it's just 2 lanes that just abruptly stop being 2 lanes with what I would call tire bunker busters, just like these big concrete islands in the middle of the road. And you'll just be driving. There's no warning. That's the other thing they do when they're working on the streets, man. The merge game is weak. It is not like... There's no like all cars merge in the next quarter mile. It's like you're driving and then you hit a sign with an arrow pointing to the left and it'll be 10 feet in front of your car and you're just like, it's time to get over, and it's bumper to bumper, and it's like it's the Autobahn.
I don't think it really matters if you have a long notice to merge, though, because what I've experienced, and it really upsets me, it pisses me off. When you're driving, you can have a half-mile notice that a lane is ending. And some people get over, but probably half or more than half of the people just fly right by on that lane to try to get as close to the merging area as possible.
That's what you got to do. That's the zipper.
Yeah, but you got to zip. I know what you're talking about.
People don't do that.
You're talking about the Smokey and the Bandit people who are like, what if I skipped 37 cars?
But that's when you just took their turn.
I am that person.
See,
I am.
that's the New York
and I am
in you.
communist.
I am that person.
And I am Commodus in the other lane as you try to get over that just gives you the thumbs down.
If there's
I inch my car in front of your car and refuse to give up any
If
ground.
there is a lane ending in half a mile and everybody's already starting to get over and you idiots are leaving this whole place open for me, I'm putting the pedal to the metal. And I'm flying up. Oh, yeah. You guys are all morons.
Mr. Merge.
You guys are all morons.
Do people ever box you out?
They try.
Okay.
I'll wedge my way in. Good. Look out for white lightning. That's what I named my car now.
Your Beamer?
Yeah.
White
lightning. Watch out for white lightning. He's coming, and he's getting in.
People on the chat agreeing with me on Kings Highway. Thank you for backing me up. Get it together, city of St. Louis. Sucks. You wouldn't be merging on that road, dude. You'd be driving on the sidewalk.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, it's nuts out there, man.
Yeah, that's city driving, though, man. You got to be offensive.
Yeah, you county folk better not come into the city for a while.
We were in the city last weekend. I was trying to get from, our wedding up in the Catskills. I had to return my car, my rental car at LaGuardia Airport. I had to drive down the FDR, and it all came flooding back to me. You got to be an offensive driver in New York City.
That's no joke.
That's
driving
no joke.
at LaGuardia, oh, God.
That's no joke. You got to drive through the city to get to Queens. And it all comes back to me.
Dude, New York's the only city that intimidates me to drive in. That's the truth. LA, no problem.
I'm cutting over, no signals. I'm honking at people.
Yeah.
And the honk is a respect thing there. Nobody's pulling out their guns to shoot somebody that honks at them. Here, I'm afraid to honk at somebody here.
Yeah, no. I'm
afraid to honk at somebody here, honestly.
Why? Because they'll pull your...
Right.
I honked at someone the other day. They were like in a... It looked like they were nodding off in a Land Rover. They were doing that thing where they were... I don't know what they were doing, but they kept... Like, I was coming up on the right in a 2-lane road, and they kept, like, veering over a little bit over the white lines. To where every time I would start to come over, it looked like they were coming into my lane. It happened like 4 times. Then I finally honked and, like, went past them.
And you see they're on their phone.
Well, I didn't see what they were on their phone or not, but the guy looked like he just came from an ICP concert.
What does that mean?
He just had looked all ratty and like had it was like a white guy with like a do-rag. It was like it wasn't a Land Rover. It was like a big Toyota. It was an old
Land Rover? Okay. It's an older model.
It was an older, maybe 4Runner from like 1994 or something like that.
Grant's not going to get an Insane Clown Posse reference. No.
Hey, sorry, dude. Get out of here then. Well, who's the modern day clown rappers? How do I update that reference? Tell me the modern day guys who dress up like 2 clowns and spray root beer Faygo all over very obese women's boobies.
It definitely does not resonate.
Right, that reference doesn't.
Well, then I get to keep
This man was born in 1998.
You know, I can picture it, I guess.
The Hatchet Man was 15 years old when you were born. But the guy, so then he's behind me, and I could see him flipping me off in the mirror. And I'm just like, what are you mad at me for, man? I didn't give him, like, the long F you honk either. Just like a little, coming up on your right, dude. Don't get over. Like, I've tried to go around you 3 times. And I'm like, I didn't feel like that merited the double bird, you know? But that's just, people have no...
Oh, yeah, people got no chill when it comes to the horn. That's why I said to my son, who's now driving, like, hey, man, be careful with the horn. You don't know who's had a bad day.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of the clowns, I got a little more on the Quick Trip story that we talked about yesterday.
Okay.
So I don't know if you heard this story, Grant. This is a headline here from KMOV, and I'll read their story. Quick Trip sued for allegedly selling 4 Lokos to intoxicated man, resulting in car crash. You know what the 4 Lokos are,
Well,
right?
that's what I lived on in college.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
Recite the four tenets of Loko.
That's the major flavors.
Stand up and do the pledge of 4 Loko right now.
Alcohol, caffeine, taurine, guarana.
Oh, what is it?
Is it guarine?
I thought it was guarana.
Guarana. That's it.
Alcohol, caffeine, taurine, guarana. Alcohol, caffeine, taurine, guarana. That's what
right.
the guy was saying in Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom before he ripped his heart out, I think.
All right, Quick Trip being sued after a couple.
That's another reference that you all get.
After a couple alleges a St. Peter's location sold alcohol to an already intoxicated man, resulting in a car crash that left them severely injured. So, according to court documents, Martin Mullen and Nancy Mullen filed a case against Quick Trip Corporation on July 23rd, alleging negligence, loss of consortium for Martin, and loss of consortium for Nancy in connection with the events on August 4th, 2020. So, according to documents, on August 4th, Simon Domingo Teodoro.
Perfect.
Hell of a name. Simon Domingo Teodoro arrived at his work, refused an alcohol and drug test, and then drove away. An employee of Domingo Teodoro's workplace called the police, saying that Domingo Teodoro was intoxicated when he drove away. It was reported that he was driving an orange Hyundai Veloster. I don't know what kind of car that is.
It's kind of a little hatchback sporty.
Am I even saying that right?
Veloster?
Yeah.
I think so. It's kind of. I see a lot of them on Carvana for sale because I've been looking for a car for the boy, and they're kind of like a weird looking little hatchback, but they kind of are sporty. Like they look like you might drag race them down by the river.
Right. So Simon's hammered, driving this orange Hyundai, heading towards Ellsbury. St. Peter's police said around 5:12 p.m., an officer went to perform a wellness check on Simon, but could not find the orange Hyundai after canvassing the area. Court documents say that at 6:46, so about an hour and a half later, Simon drove his Hyundai out onto the lot of a Quick Trip on North Main Street in St. Peter's, parked across two spaces near the doors. So, so just rolled in, parking lines be damned, just pulled right up to the front door. So across two spaces.
I got an engineer calling. I got to go.
Oh, engineer's calling. Go get him, Grant. Get these drives up and going.
Let him have it.
Documents say he immediately entered the Quick Trip, proceeded to the alcohol cooler where he had a, quote, interaction with another customer near the cooler, and then purchased 2 large cans of 4 Loko. Documents state Simon then left the store, sat halfway in his car with the driver's side door open in the parking lot. Court documents allege that Simon drank the 4 Lokos while in his car outside the Quick Trip. While in the lot, court documents say Simon had a, quote, altercation with the customer he had previously spoken with by the alcohol coolers. Oh, I want to know what that was about.
Me too. Were they the last 2 4 Lokos? Was this a 4 Loko showdown?
Did Simon put his hand in and the other guy put his hand in on the last one?
Looks like it's 2 Lokos today. I don't know. I want to know what the fight was about.
So he's got the altercation going inside, then it spills outside. He's drinking the 4 Lokos after he is approached by another person with whom he speaks with for several minutes. He remains in the lot until a third person approaches him and he exits his car. Documents state that after a long period of time in the parking lot, Simon punches the driver's side door of his car. And at 7:08 p.m., so he's been in the parking lot for about a half hour, walks back into the Quick Trip. In the Quick Trip, Simon allegedly approaches several customers, quote, causes a commotion, and interacts with an employee before exiting the store. At 7:14, court documents state a third party calls the police, reporting a peace disturbance at the St. Peter's Quick Trip on Main Street. Documents say that Simon drives away shortly after and hits the car carrying Martin and Nancy. And the suit against Quick Trip says that the employees knew or should have known that Simon was hammered when he was sold the 4 Lokos. This includes failing to train or enforce supervision over alcohol sales, drinking alcohol on store premises, leaving the premises when intoxicated, and preventing danger to the public.
Yeah.
And, you know, these 2 who were in the car accident got pretty messed up. They were in the hospital
Yeah,
for a
that's
while.
I mean, that's terrible. I don't know, man. I mean, the Quick Trip is moving, dude. It's moving and grooving. It is like it's not like a bar where somebody's like, oh, I've served this guy 6 drinks in an hour, you know? Like,
Well, apparently Simon was in there causing a scene.
that is interesting to
Was
me.
this before or after they sold him the 4 Loko?
During.
He caused a scene during the sale of the 4 Lokos, and then he went outside and drank in the parking lot, and there was a commotion. Now, I don't know how much they're paid at Quick Trip. I don't know how much the clerks are paid. I don't know how well they're trained. But you're
they're
right.
Paid well. Quick Trip actually pays their people pretty
I honestly don't know.
I had a friend that worked for him, and he left like a gym. You know, they pay their managers a lot of money, and I think they pay their employees pretty well.
Do they? I hope they do.
Dude, that's a turnstile in there. The way they have the checkout set up is like a freaking assembly line.
I always say
they're ringing somebody up. I'll get you over here, sir. Yep. Bang, 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 bang. It's all about speed, and if you're gonna. Speed has to subtract from somewhere. If you're getting
so if you're quick, it takes away from policing the area.
100%.
I always say Quick Trip's kind of like the Chick-fil-A of gas stations. Their drive-thru's always churning. They got the process down.
Yeah, you got one guy usually on two registers, right? So he's going, you next.
Yep.
And he'll turn. Just a slight little turn. All right, here. Now they got the registers kind of in a circle.
Yeah. And most of the time there is it seems like an off-duty cop, at least in the city. I don't know if they have that out in St. Peter's, but in the city there's almost always like a security guard that looks like they're packing, so I'm assuming they're like an off-duty police officer.
But here's the question, how responsible is it for the Quick Trip clerk to go, I deem you too intoxicated to buy anything from me?
Yeah.
Once they come in, and you don't know if they're getting in the car of somebody who's driving. Like, so if they're drunk, they come in, they buy a 6-pack.
Yeah, somebody might have drove them up.
Somebody might have drove them up there.
That's a good point.
But regardless, I don't think you're supposed to sell alcohol to somebody if they are intoxicated, no matter what.
Is that true? I know that's at a bar.
Yeah, you do tips training.
We've talked about this, though. At a bar, a bartender is supposed to cut somebody off if they appear to be too intoxicated. Does this count at a liquor store? Does this count at a gas station?
That I don't know. I know at a bar you do this thing called tips training where you get it's about like how to spot intoxicated customers or problematic behavior, or even if like there's like the angel signal that women can give you if like they're being harassed at the bar to let you know, like, hey, this guy's I have a problem, and then you could call the cops and intervene. I don't know if they do that for gas station employees where it's not. I mean, I would imagine liquor store people probably do if that's the bulk of what you sell.
Well, on the Schreier text line, 314 says clerks are only trained for 2 weeks and don't often get drunk customers during training. Our alcohol selling is very strict, though. One mistake from a secret shopper and you're done.
It's the same with restaurants as a server.
If someone smells like alcohol or appears too intoxicated, Quick Trippers are supposed to deny the sale. Well, thank you.
Okay.
That's good to know.
It is. I don't know, it's tough because I don't want to be like personal accountability, but it is. There's a little bit of that here where I'm like, this guy's the a-hole.
Oh, clearly.
This guy's driving the Veloster is the primary a-hole here, who didn't drink responsibly, couldn't handle at least two of the tenets of Four Loko.
Yeah.
Like maybe the caffeine and guarana, but he couldn't handle the alcohol or the taurine.
No.
So if you're not ready to drink Four Loko, man, don't sully its name in your little Veloster.
Yeah, I think the real victim here, not just the people that got into the accident,
Four Loko. I agree.
Don't get that mixed up into this.
We've tarnished the name of the Loko.
Now, again, yes, we do feel bad for the two victims in this case who...
1,000%. Let's not lose sight of that.
Who,
they are at the forefront.
Nancy suffered fractures to her cervical neck, thoracic vertebra, right tibia, 6th and 7th cervical vertebrae, ribs. I mean, really got messed up. Like, really got messed up. It's it's an unfortunate situation. I know the Mullins here, the couple, they're looking for some. Let me see, $25,000 for each count. I don't know what the counts are here. Failing to train or enforce supervision over alcohol sales, drinking alcohol on the store premises. Okay, so they're looking for a couple $100,000. But yeah, it's an unfortunate story.
Yeah.
But
I hate to hear it.
Yeah.
And speaking of altercations, can I admit something to you guys?
Yeah,
I had
please.
a little altercation of my own yesterday. I don't lose my cool often. I've been having some bad public interactions lately. I went to Lion's Choice, which is we are a fan of Lion's Choice here on this show. Okay? Lion's Choice off Lindbergh, maybe you're familiar, near the old Fuddruckers. Where
Lion's Choice and Sunset Hills?
I believe it's Sunset Hills. Yeah.
Okay, off, is that Watson?
I thought it was off Lindbergh, but it might be off Watson. I don't know. It's near the Fuddruckers, which is now a Shake Shack.
Yeah, and it's across from the Twisted Tree. I know exactly what you're talking about. The new Bass Pro Shop is right there. You know what we're talking about, Grant?
No, I don't.
You don't get out much. It's
Sorry, they don't have
Listen,
Lion's Choice in Brighton.
I live in a city of 2,300 people in the middle of corners.
Yeah, that's all the more reason to get
I can
out of there.
picture it.
Lion's Choice is a real fancy restaurant.
I've actually never been to a Lion's Choice. to be
Really?
honest.
Oh,
on
dude,
Moon's not here.
Dude, Moon would
His head would
literally
explode.
fight you right now. He'd pull his knife on you.
Oh, that's Moon's head exploding in California.
Here's the thing, man.
A disturbance in the force.
I try to be an advocate for people in the service industry. I
As
did it
I
for a long time.
As I was in the service. I don't know if you do
Yeah.
this.
Oh, yeah. I've been a server.
I was in the service for a good year and a half. I worked at McDonald's when I was 16.
Yeah, where did you work?
Worked at a Red Lobster. I've worked at a little pizza place.
Okay, so we're all veterans here.
Yeah.
We're all decorated vets.
I don't know about decorated, but
We're all highly
You're
decorated war heroes.
yeah.
We've been in the meat grinder.
Yeah, listen, I was in the war of the great war of the 25-cent cheeseburgers on Tuesdays.
Yeah, dude. Which
We all
is
have our
pretty
flashbacks.
much Afghanistan, right?
I've worked endless shrimp.
Oh, dude.
Oh, okay, dude. You were in the firebombing of Dresden. There's a reference you'll
that's
get.
damn near Fallujah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, have you ever worked? You did 25-cent cheeseburgers on Tuesdays. I was in the.
We're like the guys in Jaws showing each other scars right now. Oh, you did 25-cent cheeseburgers, eh?
I did endless shrimp.
Grant rolls up his sleeve where an oyster knife cut him from like his elbow down to his wrist.
Endless shrimp.
Endless shrimp. Summer of 2015. Good God, we didn't know, man. We didn't know. The engineers better tread lightly with Grant, dude. He's got PTSD.
Anyway,
You guys think you know? Dollar Stags on Tuesdays. Dollar Stags in a college town.
This morning's nothing for me compared to that.
I went through the drive-thru, man. I grabbed, I ordered a couple salads. I called Tina. I'm like, hey, you want anything from Lion's Choice? I was out there doing the blood drive, which went great. Thanks to everybody who came out yesterday, by the way.
that's nice.
Got a ton of, I did my good deed, dude. I double blood united yesterday. They took 2 units out of me. 2 pints.
Did you pass out?
Really?
I didn't pass out. They do something where they run your platelets through and they take the red blood cells and they jam the platelets back in you. I felt like I was in the Matrix, dude. It was cool. Shout out to
You
Impact
got
Live.
plugged in.
I got plugged in. Stuff got put back inside of me that came out of me. I was watching clear liquid go into my arm. It was cool.
Oh.
I felt like I was the T-1000 or something. And I'm like, well, I just probably did something good for my platelets, so I want to immediately put salted beef right back in there,
Yes.
And so I go through Lion's Choice, and I could tell when I went through the speaker.
Wait, were you going to replace the blood that you gave with au jus?
Yeah, that was my plan. I go, now that I've siphoned a little off, siphoned some of the summer barbecue sauce out of my veins, I need to thicken it back up.
I'm going to top off with Lion's Choice au jus.
Yeah, I was like, she was going to take the needle out, and I go, just leave that. And I go, what? I go, just pinch it off.
What if you brought your own bag of au jus?
To the blood drive. We're going to put their platelets back in. I'm like, actually, you mind throwing that in the bag? That's a little bit of Lion's Choice au jus, okay? And it's fresh. It's hot. It's body temp. I've been keeping it in my crotch to keep it at the perfect temp.
Right now, I'm 60% au jus.
Yeah, in fact, if I get below 50% au jus, I go into a comatose state. I go into what we call the Rip Van Winkle Trauma Center.
Anyway.
So I go through. I got to get my au jus, man. I'm in an emergency situation. I go through the Lion's Choice, and there's a guy. I could just tell through. Sometimes you could tell through the speaker. Now, here's the thing. In the city, I'm used to this. When you get out in the county, man, Edwardsville, Brighton, when you get fast food in small towns, you get a different experience. You're used to people being a little nicer to you. Well, this kid was bringing a heavy city attitude.
Well, what do they do? What do they do at Chick-fil-A? What do they say?
My pleasure.
My pleasure.
Yeah. They really zhuzh it up.
Which is nice.
It's nice. It's fine. You don't have to treat me like that. Just be civil. I was being nice. Be civil, you know? And here's the thing. I want to give you the tenets of what was going on because this goes against everything I stand for, but I got to roast this kid. I was nice. It wasn't busy. I was the only car in the drive-thru. It was a weird time of day. It was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so it wasn't like lunch or dinner rush. I go through, and I order the food, and he's like, you know, he's being real short with me on the thing. And I'm like, all right, this kid's heaven. I go, hey, man, how's it going? You know, what do you want?
Oh, you asked how it's going?
Yeah, he's like, because he said something, I couldn't hear what he said. And I go, give me 1 second, please. Whatever.
Oh.
Said, okay, so he said whatever through the thing. And I go, oh, okay, cool. Ordered my food. I go around. The kid's doing the thing where he's not. It felt like a thing from The Simpsons. Like the kid had like long hair, like a big long ponytail. He looked like a Point listener, to be honest with you. He looked like he goes to Point Fest every year. I'm like, oh, me and this kid are going to hit it off. He's going to be like this. Oh, sorry, I didn't know it was you, Mr. Williams.
Yeah.
Wrong. He comes over. He's doing that thing where he won't look at you, and he's handing me everything with his back to me through the thing. So he hands me like the 2 salads in a bag, and he throws them sideways.
Yeah.
In the bag. So now all the salad's down.
Yeah.
And he just one arm out the window. So I grab it. He hands me a soda, hands me 2 sodas. I go, hey, which one of these is the Diet Coke? And he goes, they're both the same. And I go, no, one of them's Diet Dr. Pepper. And he goes, you said 2 Diet Dr. Peppers. And I go, no, I said 1 Diet Coke, man. He goes, well, you might as well keep it because I can't take it back.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay, that's strike 2, brother. And I'm like, you get 1 more before I. So then he goes back and he comes back, he gives me my food. And it's just like all thrown in a bag. It's a couple sandwiches. Katina wanted a roast beef, and I wanted to try the Cubano. Mm-hmm. He just like hands me the bag, and it's all like willy-nilly thrown in there. And I was like, he doesn't say anything. He just hands it to me. So I'm sitting there, and then there's another lady in there. She goes, did you need something, sir? I go, yeah, is this everything? And he goes, yeah, I said that. And I go,
ooh, man.
And I go, all right, man. And I go, do dressings come with the salad? And he goes, they're in the bag. And then I was like, that's it for you, brother. And I go, hey, man, anybody ever tell you you're a huge prick? And he goes, and the lady started laughing. The lady in there with him, I'm like, this must be a thing with little Jeremy or whoever his name is. Yeah,
maybe little Jeremy shouldn't be working the drive-thru.
Yeah, and this kid was just have you ever had that happen where someone's just such a colossal prick that I'm like, dude, I don't want to be the guy. We talk about these people every day on the air that go into the restaurant, like throw ranch on the workers. I understand that they're going through that, and I have empathy.
I'll give a little grace.
I'll give a little grace.
But if you catch me on a bad day and we have a combo of 2 bad days.
I'm 2 pints down on au jus. I'm running on au jus fumes at this point, man.
I need to get that Cubano in me.
And aside from Taco John's, Lion's Choice is probably the fast food restaurant I'm most passionate about. Mm-hmm. So I was upset,
and it was great disappointment, huh?
Yeah, I felt like I was behind enemy lines when I should have been back at home base.
And this is the Lion's Choice where on the in Sunset Hills.
In Sunset Hills, look, man, maybe you're having a bad day,
but don't take it out on me.
And don't matter.
Yeah, but it was like 4 or 5 things that he was just a colossal little a-hole, and I was like, man.
Well, this
I'm getting older because I was like, man, I want to reach through. The swamp justice was coming to the surface where I'm like, dude, I see why people reach through the drive-thru and grab people by the neck.
You see the videos of this all over the internet of people fighting back.
Yeah, and I'm an ally, man. I understand that it's hot and it sucks, and you're working inside fast food. It's probably not your dream job, or maybe it is. There's nothing wrong with it, but I'm sure this kid maybe he just got broken up with.
Will a little Lion's Choice mini ice cream cone make it better?
I mean, yeah, of course. They bring us food all the time. I love Lion's Choice. I don't want to besmirch their name.
Yeah, it sucks. I'm sorry, buddy.
But I wanted to admit that
How
I
did it
had an
end?
altercation where I lost my cool.
How did it end?
He just like stormed off, took his headset off, and stormed off. And
That's
the
it.
lady was laughing. She
Maybe
goes,
maybe that's not the job for him.
maybe he might have been having. So I have the sneaking suspicion that something else led up to
Right.
this. But
I consider me working the drive-thru my first ever radio show when I was in the service.
yeah, I was mad at myself when I pulled away, and I was like, I should have just not said anything.
I don't think you did anything wrong.
Yeah,
I
I called him a prick to his face.
Yeah, but he was a prick.
I mean,
yeah, he
Sometimes-
was.
And sometimes a little honesty goes a long way. Maybe he took the time to reflect. Maybe he took the headset off and went to the break room and sat down and said, you know what? Maybe that was my fault.
Well, possibly.
Maybe that was on me.
Well, that's a nice way to think
And
about it.
maybe he this morning is getting up, wanted to apologize to that man he was a prick to. And you know
Maybe.
what? Jeremy of the Lion's Choice in Sunset Hills, apology accepted.
Apology accepted, Jeremy. The apology that you didn't give nor
Let's
have.
just pretend that he feels remorse.
Jeremy, call in.
Let's pretend that he.
Jeremy, if you were going through
This is
something,
eating at
bud,
him.
and you're listening, and you're like, dude, I just broke up with Sharon. Things were tough. Maybe we were both out of pocket, bud. Let's mend fences. Let's mend some fences in the name of.
He overreacted. You overreacted.
Yeah. I was low on
I'm glad
blood.
we could heal all together.
Here's
too.
a question. You're going to go back there, I assume.
I think you should
because
go
of
back today.
your love of Lion's Choice. If you see him in the drive-thru,
You guys got to hug it out.
Yeah.
I think you guys got to hug it out.
Jeremy, at 12:30 today, I want you to meet me in the parking lot of the Lion's Choice in Sunset Hills. I'm going to buy you an ice cream cone, man.
And you're gonna open the trunk of your car. You're gonna sit both in the trunk.
Yeah, we're gonna
And
sit in the hatch.
and you're gonna dangle your legs.
And
you're
we're
gonna
gonna
talk it out.
I want you to talk about what's going on. Maybe you need a little advice about the girl that just broke up with you, bud. I've been there. Let Uncle Rafe make things better, but let's mend some fences for the sake
Yeah.
of quality roast beef and au jus. And honestly, the Cubano, pretty damn good.
It is
Lion's
good.
Choice.
They brought one here a couple weeks ago. It was pretty damn good. You want to hear an overreaction?
Give it to me.
So this is out in Silver Spring, Maryland, and I don't know if you guys talked about this on ESPN, but this story is making headlines. So the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts were just trying to play their game when somebody from the nearby fire station grabbed a fire hose and started blasting water all on the field. So the whole thing was caught on video by the players who had to cancel the game because the field was basically flooded out. So the trouble started when a baseball So I guess there was this baseball field out in Silver Spring, Maryland.
Okay.
On the other side of the fence, I believe the left field fence, is the fire station. Okay? A baseball landed near the fire station's parking lot. Apparently it dinged somebody's car. One of the firefighters.
Heroes
Not long
like
after,
us.
firefighter reportedly warned the players, hey, watch out! We don't want you to get wet. And then just a couple minutes later, this guy unleashed a flood onto center field. He turned on one of the fire hoses from the fire truck
Man.
and flooded the entire field because he parked out in left field. A ball went over the fence, dinged his car. So we decided to take it out on the players.
Yeah.
And flood the entire field.
And you think this is an overreaction?
The Thunderbolts founder said he spoke to the fire captain who confirmed that a firefighter did admit to flooding the field on purpose, supposedly to, quote, get their attention. The Montgomery County Fire and Rescue Service has since apologized, calling the incident very unfortunate and promising to look into what happened. So that's an overreaction. I think listen, we got to get you two together. It'll be fun. I went to Dave's Hot Chicken for the first time yesterday.
Ooh, tell me
Have
all about
you
it.
heard of
I've
Dave's
heard
Hot
of that,
Chicken?
but I haven't been.
Okay, so my daughter and I, it was daddy-daughter, go out to dinner last night. It was about 5 o'clock. I said, where do you want to go? Just you and I. I got to take you to cheer later. Where do you want to go? She goes, you want to try Dave's Hot Chicken? I go, all right. Which opened up, 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
To great fanfare. That first day Dave's Hot Chicken was open, there was a line from the front door, snaked around the building.
Yeah, and I think the one on Kings Highway is Chuck's Hot Chicken, right?
Right.
Now, that's a totally different thing.
This is Dave's Hot Chicken formerly the building where the Five Guys was.
Okay.
In the Valley, which it's rare to see a Five Guys shut down.
Yeah.
4 guys.
But the Five Guys shut down. Dave's Hot Chicken rolled in, and Dave's Hot Chicken. That's Drake.
Why hasn't there been a 5 Guys 4 Loko team up?
I don't know.
Writes itself.
I
Go
guess
ahead. Sorry,
Drake,
that was
the rapper Drake is an investor in Dave's Hot Chicken.
okay.
So it went 5 o'clock. There was a little bit of a line. Not much of a wait. So we roll in there. I get a one tender and a chicken slider.
You got a single tender?
It's whatever the number 3 is.
Wow.
One tender and one slider.
I've never seen a meal with one chicken.
Me either. That's
one chicken tender.
That's it's a ballsy move.
One chicken tender.
That's saying you're
One
so
slider.
good at what you do, one chicken tender will get the job done.
And
What was the size of the tender, though?
I mean,
Average?
Yeah, average. It's your average tender.
Drake. It's because it's Drake. That's why they're so big.
It's your average.
Chicken tender, hotline bling.
I mean, 6 inches, 7 inches long.
Damn.
And I got medium. So you could go
Medium heat,
no
yeah.
spice, mild, medium, hot, very hot, and then you got to sign a waiver for the top. And I
Jeez.
tell you what, so 5 o'clock there wasn't much of a line. It took a little while to get our food, so it took about 15 minutes for them to call our number to get our food. They weren't particularly quick, but by the time we got out of there was a huge line.
Yeah.
The dinner rush they were doing good business. They were doing good business. And it was okay.
You're giving it an okay?
I gave it a B.
Okay.
I gave it a B.
What was the issue?
A lot of hype. It just was okay.
More hype than anything? Wasn't bad, wasn't good?
It wasn't bad. I mean, would I get it again? Sure. Would I wait in line for it? Hell no.
Did the girl go hot?
No, she went. They got her order wrong.
Oh.
Yeah.
What'd they give her?
She was supposed to get the chicken mini sliders. They gave her chicken nuggets. And you know my daughter, she was not thrilled. And she wanted to. She said,
dude, the
"I'm
wrath
burning this
of a
place
tween
down."
is not what you
She
want
said,
to
"I'm
incur.
burning this place down."
Especially with food.
Oh, yeah. And she was so excited because she's, with the sauces and stuff. She goes, "That's not what I ordered."
Her fervor for food is like her Uncle Rafe's. Like when we were at the raceway, when Sugar Fire was catering, she's a girl after my own heart. She's like, "Hey, they're going to open this catering line at 3:30. Let's go get in line at 3:10. And I go, "All right. I see you, player. I see you." Yeah. She's all about it.
Well,
so if they messed her order up, there was probably hell to pay.
Especially since Dave's Hot Chicken is, it's all over TikTok. And it's basically marketing. I mean, they marketed the hell out of that place. That's why it's so popular with the tweens.
The youth.
With the youth. And that line was tremendous. They weren't even giving anything away.
You're young. How old are you?
Well, I'm 26. I was just about to say.
Are you of that generation that wants flaming hot everything? Or are you going to try to burn your bunghole out? Or
because my TikTok algorithm does not have Dave's Chicken on it.
Oh, well,
when you
if you're
eat
a little
stuff.
teen girl, if you're a 14-year-old girl, it's all over it.
And are you of the ilk of the young people who want to completely tear up their stomach lining and eat everything as hot as they could possibly get it?
No, in fact, I'm pretty plain, to be honest.
Okay.
Well,
salt of the earth, man. Brighton
so
boy.
I had the medium, which had some heat to it.
That's what I was going to ask you. Was the medium like more than a medium? Because I feel like some of these places that specialize in hot chicken, the medium will scorch you.
I thought it was a little dry. First of all, I'll say the chicken was a little dry.
Okay.
The heat was good. I had diarrhea this morning. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Now we're getting to the root.
Yes, I did.
Now we're getting to the root of the B. Now we're getting to the root of the letter grade.
Yes, I did. And I don't know if it had to do with the chicken or had to do with the lack of engineers in this building and our network drives being down. I'm not sure. Or maybe a combo of both.
This man's tummy, Dave's Hot Chicken, and Marshall's voicemail contributed to this man blowing
Did I have
liquid
diarrhea this
shadow
morning? Yes,
everywhere.
I did. Yes, I did.
Well,
Did I have the bubble guts? Yes.
he powered through.
Was it the Dave's Hot Chicken?
Maybe.
Maybe it was a contributing factor to it.
These things happen.
If I were to go by there and see a line, it's not, to me, it's
Never
not,
wait in line again.
It's not worth it.
If the line's short, you might try it again.
If the line's short, I would try it again. Or if somebody picked it up.
You'd probably order ahead, couldn't you?
You could order ahead.
DoorDash it.
But it was packed. It was, by the time we got out of there, we got out of there about 5:45. It was packed for chicken. Mediocre chicken.
Not good, brother. We did not have a good restaurant day.
We are on the time attenders.
It is
chicken time. It is.
Dude, even Lion's Choice had a chicken tender sandwich.
Everybody's got chicken tenders now.
I didn't order it because I wouldn't order that at Lion's Choice, but even they have succumbed to the chicken wars. It's Lion's Choice. It's not Chicken's Choice. It's Lion's Choice. Lions don't want chicken.
McDonald's even just got a new...
the snack wraps are back.
No, not just the snack wraps, but they have new chicken tenders.
Oh, yeah. Jack in the Box got chicken wraps, too. Yeah. They put pickles on theirs, which I thought was a nice touch.
618 on the Schwerer text line. They need to have a flavor called the Sting Ring. Yeah, my ring was stinging, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they need one called the Flamin' Chocolate Starfish.
I have 314. I have no association with Chuck's Hot Chicken. I highly recommend trying it if you haven't already. Where is that? That's on
Kings Highway. That's
the old
good.
Denny's, right?
No, it was the old Courtesy. Former Courtesy Diner.
So what's the one that's the old Denny's?
On Hampton? That's Slim
Hampton's.
Chickens.
Slim Chickens, okay. That's
And
Hampton.
I had that, and I was not impressed. I would not recommend. It was fine. Chuck's was better.
Chuck's way better?
Yeah, Chuck's wasn't bad. It was kind of the same. It wasn't dry or anything like it, but it was the same format that you're describing to me, which is you go up, you got to sign a waiver to get the hottest one. It tells you, and you can go no spice all the way up to, Flamin' Hot Coma or whatever they're offering. And you get hooked up that way. But you will, the Sting Ring will get you.
I'm a
in those situations.
I'm a garlic Parmesan guy. No heat.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
That's my route.
I actually went to a place recently, the place down in, it's Crow's Nest second place that's down in the city. What's that called? Do we know?
Chicken place?
No, it's something Crow. Eat Crow or something like that. It's like Crow's Nest second place they opened in the city. It's kind of down there in Soulard.
Is it good?
Oh, it was awesome, dude. And they had peanut butter and jelly chicken wings.
Oh, I think I've had those before. Yeah.
Brother. Didn't sound good on paper, but I was like...
We used to be judges for the Wing Ding.
Okay.
Big wing competition.
Yeah.
And there was a category was creative wings, and there would be all these, wing establishments from, across the St. Louis Metro, and it was, some very creative ideas when it comes to different wing flavors, and we had PB&J wings, we had stuffed wings.
They're outstanding, dude.
Great.
It was like peanut Thai sauce, and then half the wings had like a blackberry jam sauce, and they were mixed, just enough mixed together. We got a little in each, and man, it was an outstanding meal.
And you know what? We had a great time as judges for the Wing Ding, and I complained once, and we never got invited back.
Well, what are you doing, man?
I don't know. I blew it. Guys, I blew that one. Oh, we were invited like 3 or 4 years in a row, and then I complained about something.
What year?
It's been a couple years, and then the next year,
invite us back.
The event came and went, and I was like, oh, I guess we're not invited this year.
Do you remember what you complained about?
It was probably something minor.
Seat parking. If I had to guess, most likely parking.
It was probably something minor, and I overblew it, and...
You got to pick your battles,
I
man.
know.
You need
That's
the
on
invite.
me. That's on me. All right, listen, we got to take a break, but first... And it is brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, the official sports bar of the Rizz Show. Check out their brand new stacked menu at hotshotsnet.com. From Sparta, Illinois, John Kern. Sparta, Illinois. John Kern is our Team Rizz member of the day. John says, my older brother introduced me to the old show around 20 years ago by playing in the car when he took me to school. When my brother left for the military, I continued listening to the show because it would remind me of him, and I've listened ever since. I love meeting the whole crew, miss Jeff deeply. John loves the chemistry between the show hosts and the jokes that King, Scott, and Rafe create on the fly.
All right.
Well, thank you, John. John Kern from Sparta is our Team Rizz member of the day. Get a super sweet Team Rizz Remember the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, we'll take our first break of the morning. Next, Grab on Celebrities. Yes, we'll talk about Hulk Hogan, more on Ozzy Osborne, and I don't know, we got some good stuff. Grab on Celebrities is next. All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Schreier text line 314-649-DUMB. Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RizzShow Show. Your emails, RizzShow1057thepoint.com. It's Rizz, it's Rafe. We got Grant Francis on loan from ESPN.
Good.
People are asking, hey, is that the guy from the Blues games?
Yes.
Yes, that is the guy from the Blues games. And some very nice text messages coming over saying you do a good job. So,
Yeah, no, this has been awesome. I'm really happy to be here and being a part of the show today. It's been cool.
all right, so did not say some nice things about Dave's Hot Chicken earlier. Rafe got into a fight with a guy from Lion's Choice.
Yeah. We had a day yesterday.
And listen, I wasn't talking trash on Dave's Hot Chicken.
And I'm not trashing Lion's Choice or Jeremy. I want to mend fences.
To me, it just wasn't worth the hype.
I get
Dave's
it.
Hot Chicken.
And in these two cases, the customers were right. But, and I didn't get to it before the break, but I wanted to run this past you guys because I have a local case of where I think the customer was not right, where the restaurant was right.
I don't abide by the customer's always right adage.
I don't either.
Because that's not
Me
true.
neither. Customers should always be heard, but that doesn't mean they're always right.
Sure. Yeah.
I think that's a longer thing, too. The customer's always, I think it was like a longer saying, and it got shortened to that. It was like the customer's always right, or the customer always has the right to serve it. I don't remember what it was, but it's like one of those things that, like, if you read the whole thing, you're like, oh, out of context.
Yes.
Let's see what it is.
I'll look it up, but tell your story.
All right, you look it up. So there's a restaurant here in town called the Headless Bat. Are you guys familiar with the Headless Bat STL? It's like a pizza. It's like a heavy metal pizza place.
Never heard of it.
I have not. I think I've heard you talk about it.
I went in there. I love it. It's cool. It's got good vibes. Well, they put up a post on their Instagram where someone had a $147 tab, and they tipped $5, $150 for $152.02, and in the line, instead of signing it, they said, "Poor service. Staff is not kid friendly." Now, they put up a post, and I'm just going to read you guys what they put up, because I want to get your take on this, because I have an opinions. So from the Headless Bat STL, well, it looks like it's time for us to have this conversation again. Kids. We quietly lifted the 21 and up rule a while back, and it really didn't seem fair to many of you. We want anyone who's into pizza, heavy metal, etc., to be able to come in and enjoy our place. We have a good amount of regulars with cool-ass kids. Shout out to you. Whoop, whoop. And would hate to see them go, but we're honestly at a loss on how to proceed. We're not the most kid-friendly environment. Besides the abrasive music, skeletons, and monsters everywhere, and the abundance of murder and nudity that's sure to be on the TV screens at all times, we have staff running around with giant piping hot pizzas, pint glasses. We can't have children running wild in the restaurant.
God, that's the worst.
It's a safety issue, and yes, it's irritating to everyone around you. Do we go back to strictly 21 and up? No children under 12, a kids-only section on the roof. None of these options seem fair. The approach we've been taking is to let people with small children know that kids are welcome but must remain in their seats. They can't be up running around like Tasmanian devils beating on the $10,000 pinball machines with parents who seem to ignore any kind of parental responsibility. People get offended and parents get really offended. You think that your kids are precious and beautiful and amazing, and that's great, but when they're screaming at the top of their lungs and doing backflips off the chairs, maybe the table next to you doesn't think they're as great as you do. Maybe the server hauling hot wings to table 6 doesn't want to dodge Tyler's somersault routine.
And this is all on their Facebook post.
Then this is the last part. He said, for the time being, we'll continue to welcome children. You'll be told they need to remain calm and seated. You'll politely be warned if they're acting up. If this continues, you'll be asked to leave. Probably leave your server an insultingly low tip, make rude comments on your way out, and leave us bad reviews anywhere you can. But maybe what you should do is control your goddamn children.
Right. Oh, man. Very well said.
Coming in hot.
Very well said.
I felt like I wrote that for the e-memorium. That was so.
Not every place is for kids, and that's fine. If you want pizza, go to Chuck E. Cheese if your kid's out of control.
Yeah. And the thing about this that kind of, I feel like it is like to leave a bad tip because of it when you're coming into an environment, if you want to go into a place, it's called the Headless Bat. Okay, it's named after Ozzy. You know, it has it's heavy metal, dude.
Right. And they show horror movies, and they show
there's like horror. There's like art,
there's
like Nightmare on Elm Street's playing, and like it is set up to be like kind of a punk rock heavy metal experience.
Not for kids.
It's not designed for kids. Now they're not saying you can't bring your kids in because they said they have regulars with cool ass kids. It sounds like they just don't want your nerdy ass kids in the Headless Bat.
It just sounds like if you can't control your kids, keep them home.
Or if they're nerds.
Or if they're nerds.
Keep your nerdy ass kids out of the Headless Bat. But also, I hate when people use that as a reason
to hate on a business
or to not tip.
Oh, yeah.
You know, this is a situation where it doesn't seem like they did anything out of the ordinary than the way they run their business, as opposed to the two, you know, Dave's Hot Chicken, they got your daughter's order wrong. You had an issue. I had Jeremy was very abrasive and rude to me. It sounds like they just did their job and they didn't like being told that their kids had to stay seated.
When kids ruin other diners, when kids ruin other diners, you know, meals or what they got going on. Listen, food costs a lot of money. If I go out to dinner with the family, it's going to cost, you know, I don't want to deal with other people's kids. Not to mention dangerously hot pizza and drinks coming, you know, coming around.
Well,
you know?
And especially when they're warned at the door.
You don't have any kids, right?
No.
So if you go out, you take somebody out for a date, you're spending your hard-earned money, which is hard to come by these days. You're trying to make a good impression. You're like, I'm going to take her to this cool punk rock bar. You go in, you order a pizza, and then somebody's little booger eater's hanging off.
It ruins my experience.
He's hanging off the edge of your table, like running his Hot Wheels car up your leg.
Yeah, come on, get out of here.
What are you going to do?
You punch the dad.
I mean,
that's what you do.
Son,
I don't know about that.
Pay close attention to what happens to your father right now.
I take a hot slice of pizza and I throw it in the dad's face and say, control your kid.
Yeah.
Well, I think, too, it goes back to what I said earlier about intentions as well. Like, if the parents aren't doing anything to try to get the kid to calm down or solve the issue, that's when I'm going to have a real problem.
With the parents. You know why? Because the parents aren't self-aware enough to get hey, you're ruining everybody else's experience. I never want to be that family. I don't want to have the kid that does that. How embarrassing. How embarrassing for my child to ruin somebody else's time. You know what? Good on the Headless Bat.
I say good on the Headless Bat, too. I am pro Headless Bat.
Me too.
And, you know, they had a follow-up in their thing of, like, trolls coming in to roast them, and they handled it well.
What troll? Who's going to roast? Who would say anything against that?
Because there's people out there that, no matter what, they think they're the kid defenders, you know, at all times, where they're just like, you should be ashamed of yourself for roasting kids like that. They're just children. Yeah, they are just children.
There's places for them.
And I'm not saying that even that their behavior's wrong, just maybe doesn't belong in this environment. That's what people don't get. They think like, no, I decided to reproduce, and now it's your problem.
If I bring a child to the Headless Bat, it's going to look weird that a kid's in there. If I by myself go to Chuck E. Cheese and just hang out, I'm going to look weird there. There's places for kids, there's places for adults. And sometimes there's places for everybody to interact.
Yeah. I honestly think they should add a kid gratuity. Like if you even come in with a kid,
extra $50.
For
cleanup fee?
Yeah. Yeah.
Extra $50 for cleanup fee and sticky table fee.
Okay, maybe not a fee, but a deposit. Or your kid behaves well, you get your deposit back.
I'm cool with that too.
Yeah. A brat deposit.
Yeah,
like
you got.
that.
Yeah, we. Yeah, you got to put your credit.
Deposit.
You got to put your credit. You got to put your credit card down first. Mm-hmm. And we're going to put a $30 hold on your credit card.
I guarantee you, those parents are going to be whipping ass if those kids mess up at that point.
Here's one thing they did say, which I like. Here was their tenets to come back. They we really don't get many kids in here. All you people trying to troll on here, nerds, you never came in here to begin with. I love how hard they're roasting it.
Good.
Kids are welcome. Parents will be told they need to remain calm and seated. A sign on the front door states this as well. If the kid's acting up, you'll be given one polite warning or reminder. Hey, try to keep the kid under control. If it continues, you'll be given to-go boxes and wished a pleasant rest of your day. If you stiff our server because of this, we will reimburse them ourselves, which is tight that they're taking care of their people.
I love this place.
Me too. That's why I wanted to give them some love, man. I feel like they handled it well. A little tongue-in-cheek, a little bit of humor. But honestly, man, It's, I've said this before, Grant. If there was an airline if the Headless Bat Airlines came out and they're like, no babies on planes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm flying that.
If you had a
extra.
nobody under the age of like 12 on a plane, and it was a guarantee.
There's plenty of places to take your kid.
Yeah, that are made for that.
There's plenty of places.
Or have cooler kids.
It's okay that there's a place that you can't bring a kid into.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Agreed.
Ashley on the instant feedback, like any parent will admit their kid is ish head. I will.
Oh, yeah.
If my kid's a brat, that's all me.
Dude, I was constantly, I had a bug out bag. Any of the kids that were left in my stead were under the age of 5, I'm ready to box the food up and go at any moment, because the minute that a meltdown happens,
right,
I'm out. We're out. I'm just like, okay. Grocery store, I've left.
Me too.
Middle of a grocery store. I'm like, I'm not making this everybody else's problem.
When my kids were younger and I saw them act up, and I saw people around me react to that, I'm going to take them out.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
going to take them out. You know what, Rafe? I'm going to pivot. I feel like we're in a mood right now that we need.
Okay.
I feel like we could help people today.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
We'll get to crap on it in a second. And yes, Hulk Hogan, Chuck Mangione, they'll still be dead in a half hour.
They're going to come up like 4 times this broadcast.
I know.
They're in the.
They'll still be dead in a half hour.
They're in sports. They're in everything.
Yeah. Man, I've been playing that Corey and Corey hotline.
Oh, all week long.
All week long, and I love it. If you missed it, so the Corey hotline.
Nice little Corey.
Guess what? Corey Haim and Corey Feldman are giving out their personal numbers. If you call 1-900-909-3700, you can listen to their private phone messages and get their personal number where you can leave them a message of your own. $2 the first minute, 45 cents each additional minute. Ask your parents before you call. 1-900-909-3700.
If you call me right now, I'll give you my private number. You call that number, and you'll hear a recording, and I'll give you my personal number if you call that. And we'll rap.
Yeah, let's rap.
And we'll rap. Okay, Corey.
And you know what? Those guys. Now, listen, I don't know if those guys in particular made a ton of money off the Corey hotline, but whoever came up with the concept did. That was one of the more popular 900 numbers of the era.
Yeah, and who knows? They rapped. The angsty teens were calling Corey and probably getting good advice, from a peer, from someone they looked up to at that age, in that industry. And they could have been doing a lot of good in the world.
They could have been.
And I went and tried to call these numbers yesterday. And they're gone. It's kind of a sad bygone era, and you and I are both pining. We're of that era. We were kind of talking about it in the office, and I was pining a little bit for the days of when you could just pick up a 1-900 number without your parents' permission and spend an exorbitant amount of money to talk to a celebrity or a recording of a celebrity. And I don't know, man, maybe we could bring it back.
You mean the Rizz and Rafe hotline?
Maybe just for a day.
Huh.
We could bring the Rizz and Rafe hotline for a day. What do you think?
What would that sound like?
Guess what? Rizz and Rafe from the Rizzuto Show are giving out their personal hotline numbers. If you call 314-624-DUDE, that's 314-624-3833, you can hear straight from Rizz and Rafe. And if you're cool enough, they might even give you their actual numbers, where you can get life advice about anything. Love, life, how to get rid of your stepdad Jerry. Oh, and here are some examples of the best advice they've given.
If she's mad you subscribe to her friend's OnlyFans page, just say you're supporting a small business.
Omnidirectional pee is not necessarily an STD.
A therapist will ask how you feel. I'll ask, have you tried gaslighting them back?
So you say your mom's single, huh? Here's what I want you to do, bud. Next time she's making love, I want you to put the phone up to the door and call this number back.
I don't know what your dream means. If your teeth are falling out, probably means you're gay.
Call now, 314-624-DUDE. That's 314-624-3833.
Wow.
Wow.
Together quick, huh? The Rizz and Rafe hotline.
Yeah, that came together quick. Call us up.
Call us up. We'll rap.
We'll wrap. We'll give you some advice. If you got a problem, maybe you're dealing with a domestic problem. Maybe you got your heart broken. Give us a call today. Maybe you'll get our personal numbers out of us. Maybe we'll wrap a little bit. We got anybody coming through yet?
Yeah, Eric on line 1. What's up, Eric?
Hey, good morning.
It's the Rizz and Rafe Hotline.
How's it going, Eric?
Hey. My question is, dang it. Hold on 1 second. Let me pull over.
Pull over.
All right, pull over. Don't kill anybody.
Thank you.
Oh, man. You guys kind of caught me off guard.
Okay. You called us.
I know, but, you know.
Do we need to give you a second?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to give him a second.
Okay.
All right. Hang on here. Let's go to Alfredo. Good morning, Alfredo.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. You. Good to be on Rafe and G's show.
It's Rizz.
It's the Rizz show, man.
You are giving advice today.
Yeah, man, we're giving advice.
For things, because I'm looking for advice for me, for my business.
Of your business, yes.
All
okay.
right. You want some business advice? We're the right guys to talk to.
Of course. Captains of industry over here.
I'm trying to grow my business, man. It's been very, very slow.
What kind of business are you in, Alfredo?
It's like a combination.
A combination of what?
It's like part like restaurant, part TV repair.
Okay, wait a second.
Part restaurant, part TV repair?
Sorry, Alfredo, I'm just coughing. Did one of these businesses start?
TV repair, VCR repair. I fix bike. I fix. Then I fix. I fix like tamale, pozole.
Okay,
carne.
so it's a bike repair, VCR repair, TV repair, and tamale shop.
Actually, sounds like a pretty good business model, Alfredo. Can I ask which started first? Did the repair service start first, and then we got into the tamale business, or is this something that grew?
It was a tamale shop with a VCR that broken. And
Okay, so tamales and then VCR repair, which I don't think probably you're not getting much business from that side of things, the VCR repair. So maybe
it's
drop
so
that.
slow, man.
Yeah.
So slow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would maybe drop the VCR repair.
Maybe focus on the tamales.
Focus on the tamales. That would be my advice.
The pozole, it sounded like. That sounds good. Is there is there something you're looking for? Are you trying to like come up with a business slogan? Like, do you just want ideas on how to get people in? Like, is there any specific advice?
To increase customer, man, it's been so slow. My primo told me to try Google for search engine optimization, but I try, people not coming, man.
My advice is focus solely on the tamales. Drop all the other stuff. Be good at one thing. Be great at one thing.
Yeah, man. Look
Be
at
the best at one thing.
Do the Five Guys model for your tamales, and just have the best tamales you can have, and maybe just get rid of. I mean, if you can still fix people's bikes if you want, I suppose. But I would
a side hustle.
Yeah, I would dump the VCR repair, my man.
Yeah.
That's what my cousin said, but I'm so good at fixing VCR.
Yeah, I think
it comes
that's
natural to me.
Yeah, well, listen, Alfredo, when you open up that Soul tamale place, which may be called Soul Tamale, SOUL tamale.
Ooh, Soul Tamale, yeah.
Soul Tamale. You let us know. We'll plug your grand opening, okay?
All right. Thanks, Alfredo.
Thank you, Alfredo. That's Alfredo. Dan, hello.
Yeah, hi. How's it going, guys?
Good, Dan. What's happening? You're on with Rizz and Rafe.
I'm excited to be part of this, I guess, Corey Feldman-like scam.
Yeah, let's go.
You guys got going. And, my problem is I have a neighbor, and are you familiar with the Christmas decorations that shine like lasers?
Oh, yeah.
Your house, like the front.
Jeff used to, what do they call that? That was Jeff's decorations.
Jeff Burton?
Jeff Burton. When he would decorate the house, he'd put his, what the hell they call it? It's just like a
It's like lasers that shine on your house. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, he just put a stake in the ground and, what do they call it?
I don't know.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's like a laser show for your house. But I've got a neighbor, he's actually like behind my property, and he shines this laser, that, like the contraption, into our home. It's not on his home. It's into our home, and it's from Christmas, and it's still going, and it shoots into our windows.
It's the star
shower. It goes like through our windows.
It's called
Star Shower?
Yeah, it's called the Star Shower, I believe. His laser light show is encroaching on your house.
Yeah, it shoots through the windows often, and like I'll be walking down the stairs, and it'll catch me in the eye occasionally. I can see it right now. I'm actually looking at it. I don't want to look at it too much, but and I looked this guy up. He's he's like kind of adjacent to my property, and he's a former police chief of the St. Louis Police. So I don't want to like go over there and make too much trouble.
Why? I mean, if you just have a conversation with the guy, maybe he doesn't know. How is he supposed to know that he's his star shower is going into your house?
I mean, is it pretty visible?
Oh, yeah. I mean, but why would you even shoot? I mean, it's made to shoot onto your house, and he's shining it into my house. Why would you even do that?
I don't know, man. What's stopping you from talking? You said you researched this guy, and he's former St. Louis police chief?
Correct.
Be a neighbor and go walk over there. Go walk when you catch him outside. Maybe one afternoon, and just start a conversation. Go, hey man, hey, I don't mean to be a dick, but your star shower is, I could see it in my house, and it's annoying.
Yeah, so it
helps that I know the name.
Do you have
star shower?
Is there a plan in play? Like, have you thought of any other things to maybe make him aware of it? Like, The
only other thing that I've come up with yet is a bigger laser to shine into his house. But then I'm in a laser war at that point.
Oh yeah,
that's a pretty good idea.
I mean, I'm surprised Rizz didn't suggest a laser war out of the gate. He was being very reasonable.
I'm trying to be reasonable here because I'm all about being neighborly.
I mean, have you seen the movie Real Genius?
I honestly, I don't think I have. Is that about laser wars?
Kind of. There is a point in the movie where they use a space laser to fill a man's house with popcorn, and you could get a giant mirror. Perhaps you could put a series of giant mirrors on your house to shine the laser back into this cop's house. Now, this probably could end with you getting tased. I'm not going to lie to you, but. That is one way if you don't want to be civil about it. Is there a reason? Is it because he's a cop you don't want to go talk to him?
Are you intimidated?
I mean, honestly, I think he's a cooler cop. I did look him up, and he was very, pro-marijuana when he was a cop here in St. Louis. So I think he's a cooler cop.
Pro-marijuana. So why don't you...
a chill guy.
Yeah, roll one up and maybe walk over there and share a spliff.
Maybe
that's what the kids are calling him.
Yeah, maybe that's why he has it shining on your house, is he likes to get stoned in the evenings and look at the display, and he doesn't want it shining in his eyes.
He may have just put it up while high. I mean, what are we in? We're July now, and he put it up in December, and it's still going.
Yeah,
so
that's
he just forgot about
actually.
it.
Is it causing any problems in your life besides just being an eyesore? And is it just annoying, or is it causing real problems?
Well, it might be. I mean, it could be eye damage when it hits you in the eye. Those are lasers.
Yeah, you're right. Go have a conversation with him.
Maybe it's a lawsuit.
Go have a conversation with him.
Okay, so conversation, no laser war, no lawsuits, just talk to him.
Now, if the conversation doesn't go well, laser war.
Yeah, no in between.
No in between.
Got it.
All right, good luck, Dan. Thank you.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you, Dan. All right. Chris, good morning.
Hey, how you doing? Good morning.
What's going on?
I have my fiance living together. Everything's happy. Talk about vacation plans. I get home that night, and she packed up all her stuff and ghosted. I haven't heard from her, talked to her, so this is a heartbreak one.
Okay, how long were you guys together for?
A little over 4 years.
4 years, and she just packed up and left.
Yep, gone.
Any
blocked on everything, not even any contact since then. It's been a couple months now. Anything to help me get through a heartbreak and the kind of advice you guys got.
Where were you guys going to go?
We were thinking about vacation plans for 4th of July, and we were going to go to Myrtle Beach.
Oh, maybe she didn't want to go to Myrtle Beach.
I was in Myrtle
maybe
Beach on 4th of July.
Maybe she hates Myrtle Beach.
I know. I was a little salty about it.
This feels personal to me because I was performing in Myrtle Beach on July 4th. Maybe she hates my comedy so much it broke up your marriage, and that's upsetting to me.
I'm thinking, yeah, she hated Myrtle Beach so much that was the last straw.
So what was the lead up to? What was your name, buddy? I'm sorry.
It was Chris.
Chris,
his phone was annoying, so I hung up on him. He's probably listening.
Okay, well, hey, man, I don't know what the lead up to this was, but if she ghosted you, man, there was probably something else going on. If you've been good to her, like, just get back out there, dude. Get a misconnection. Send me your bio. Email me your credentials, Chris. Let me know what kind of chick you're looking for, or dude, I don't know, whatever you're into. And you know what? I'll read it live on the air, and we'll try to put the feelers out there for you to get you back out in the game, man. We'll be your personal Tinder.
No, Rafe will be your personal Tinder.
I will be your personal Tinder. Rizz does not want to help you at all.
I know. I want to see him happy.
Okay.
I just don't want to get involved in other people's love lives.
Well, I'm getting involved in his future love life. I'm just trying to get him out there, back out in the ocean. I'm not trying to I don't want to talk to his ex. Unless you are his ex and you're listening, call and tell us why you ghosted him. Maybe there's a second side to the story we don't know.
I'm not a matchmaker kind of guy. I don't want to be involved in that.
No, you're not that at all. You're not a Cupid man. I am a Cupid man. I like to match
happy when
people
people are together and they are happy in relationships. But
yeah,
what if it goes sideways? And what if
I believe
such heartbreak that it all started with me?
Could be, but I believe in love and destiny, and I believe in all that mushy stuff, man. So just send me your info, and we'll get you taken care of.
Haley, hello.
Hi.
Hi,
Haley.
What's going on?
First off, I've been trying to call you guys since I was like 18 in 2018. So this is the first time I've ever got through the line.
Oh, welcome.
Congrats.
So, childhood dream come true.
Wow. You need to get better dreams.
I remember when it was Woody and Rizz, but my advice, what I need advice for, I have a photography business in St. Louis, and I'm trying really hard to get into the city scene, and I'm there. But the fact that there's so many photographers in the area, it's like watered down. How do I stand out and be just as cool as like what you guys are?
All right, so how does Haley stand out?
What do you mean the city scene in photography? What does that mean?
Basically, like all my customers are in St. Louis City. I do a lot of like car garage shoots. My studio was in St. Louis. That's kind of where my hometown, or not my hometown, like where my home base is from.
Right.
And so, like, I do all types of photography, from family to boudoir to horror portraits to creative portraits. And
horror portraits? Is that what you said?
Horror portraits?
Yeah, horror portraits.
Yeah, like spooky, bloody, gory.
Horror portraits.
Horror, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
sorry.
like Lent Brewery. Yeah, that's where I used to work.
Oh, sweet. That's cool.
So what do you need advice on how to stand out?
Yes, on how to stand out, how to be like in the scene, but like be what people think about when they say St. Louis.
All right, what's your? Do you have a Instagram or Facebook page? What is it?
I have both. My business is Haley, Haylee, Sue, SUE, and then Creations.
Haley Sue Creations, okay.
Yes, and then on Instagram it's Haley.Sue.Creations.
All right, RizzShow listeners, go check her out. There you go. There's your advertising.
Take better pictures is one, and I'm sure that's one piece of advice. If you're not getting traction, maybe do better work, and I'm sure your work is great. Are you in the headshot game at all?
Yes, I am.
All right. Well, St. Louis comedians, rally around. Maybe you can become, find people running comedy shows in the city and see if you can photograph their shows for, a nominal fee. And
I should do that.
That could be a way to kind of get in with the hipster scene. And next thing you know, you're doing headshots for comics. Your business is growing.
Being that you just put out your Facebook page and your email and all that stuff.
Yeah, you'll be good.
You'll be good. People check you
out. I appreciate
now.
that, guys.
All right.
No problem.
Have a great weekend.
Much.
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye.
God, we're solving the world's problems.
Mitch, you want to correct me on something?
Hey, it's Nick. I told him that like 3 times. But yeah, so this is like
this the
2
guy
days in
from
a row
Last
you've
Choice?
used the... From what?
Sorry, go ahead, man. Apologies.
Anyways, no, 2 days in a row you've used the word spliff, and I'm not sure if you actually know what that is.
A spliff, please,
so,
go ahead.
All right, so I don't know if the meaning's changed over the years, but it used to be a spliff was like if you only had a little bit of weed, you would empty out some of your cigarette, fill the rest of the cigarette with the weed, and it was kind of like a tobacco weed mix. And that was a spliff.
Okay, spliff is a type of hand-rolled cigarette that contains a mixture of cannabis and tobacco.
Boom.
All right, so, okay, here we go. A joint, cannabis only. A spliff,
there you go.
Cannabis and tobacco. A blunt, cannabis and cigar wrap. Boom.
You got it, sir.
All right, well, hey, dude, thanks for correcting me.
Yeah,
Appreciate
sometimes
it.
we need advice.
Sometimes we need it, thank you. And that's okay.
Thanks, Mitch.
It's not. It's Nick. Patrick, hello.
Yes.
Yeah, what's going on?
So I have a daughter who's been dating a guy for probably pre-COVID, and she's 23. Her and her boyfriend have been engaged for over 2 years. Sorry, I was mowing my grass. So anyway, they come to us the other day, last weekend. They said they want to talk about some wedding plans. So I said, okay. And I thought that my wife was like, I think it's going to be about how much money they are going to want, which is fine. You know, I'm the father of the bride. They proceed to tell us that they want to get married, but have a very small wedding, so small, in fact, that not even both sets of grandparents are not invited.
Okay.
And they're not even, so they're actually renting from my wife's father. So a set of grandparents they're renting from, and yet they were not on this first rough draft. They weren't even invited. So, Riz, as a parent of a daughter, how would you react that not even your brothers or sisters would be invited?
Okay, here's. Can I make a suggestion here? Okay, let them do their own wedding, but you, if you want to have a party, you have a party for them.
Well, but see, here's the thing: they wouldn't even take a dime. That way, I have zero say. Absolutely no say.
But you want to celebrate their marriage, and you want your people there. So have your own party. Just tell them, hey, you have your wedding. We're gonna have our, we want to celebrate you in our own way, and you pay for it, and you have a party, and invite your people. Would they go for that?
Well, but would you allow the wedding itself without your parents or brothers and sisters to witness that? My wife's sisters that have babysat them, isn't that a slap in the face?
I would be upset. I would, but ultimately,
not your wedding.
I know.
Well,
Yeah.
I know. I'm trying to be the devil's advocate for your daughter here. Also, I wouldn't want my landlord at my wedding. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, but this is literally they get meals from them. It's just really kind of insensitive in my opinion. My dad's in poor health. He's waited his whole life for this. I want him to remember it. He's got onset dementia. It's just like, are you serious?
Do you feel like they want to elope, or are they wanting to have like their friends only, and like they think their family is going to bring the vibe down? Like, is it that kind of situation, or do they just trying to keep it super small?
They want to keep it super small. They don't want the stress. They don't want all of that planning. They just want to do it, but they want to have like basically just parents, a best man, a maid of honor, and that's it. It would just be like.
Listen, I know you're disappointed, and I'm sure in your head you wanted a big wedding for your kid, but ultimately it comes down to their decision, and I think.
Wow, I honestly cannot believe you are saying that.
Well, and I'll tell you why. Because when I got married, we ran away to Jamaica, and we said, hey, listen, here's where we're getting married. If you want to come here, it's on your own dime.
I'd be fine with, and I actually brought that up.
But that discounted. I have an aunt. My mom's sister can't get on a plane. My wife's grandparents could get. They can't get on a plane. So what we did was when we got back from Jamaica after we were officially married, we had a party on my wife's side, and we had a party on my parents' side, on the Rizzuto side, and whoever didn't come to the Jamaica wedding, we celebrated separately.
You know, and I get that, but we told them we'd be better. We would be more happy if you just would elope. That way, you would eliminate the people that can't go. Then you could just say, "Hey, I'm sorry, but it was a destination wedding and whatever." But when you're having it literally 15 minutes from where most people live in the family, and then you're not inviting them, it just like I don't even know how to explain that to my brother.
Yeah, I'm coming over to Rizz's side, man. I think you just offer to throw him a party, invite everybody.
Without.
Well, we're still in. I had one talk with her since then, and it did not go well. We went to a Panera, and it got really bad, and then there was some tears shed, and I just want her to put herself in a
cried into
position.
a bread bowl.
Oh,
that's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
But she doesn't know how I feel as a parent. My whole life raising a daughter, and you have this vision of your wedding. My mom gave me a list of 100 people. My parents, of who were going to be there. And we didn't even bat an eye. We said, fine.
Maybe they don't want to, there could be a number of, maybe they don't want to waste the money.
I feel you. I feel where you're coming from,
I feel
man.
where you're coming from, too, but ultimately it's their decision.
Right.
And you guys are like ChatGPT. That's what they say.
Try the separate party idea, and maybe that'll work.
Well, we are AI at this point.
Yeah. All right, let's do one more here. Michael, hello.
Hey, good morning.
What's up, Michael?
Okay, so we're going to shift gears back to the business spectrum.
Yeah.
I'm a business owner. I own a restaurant, bar and grill outside of St. Louis along Highway 70. I got into the endeavor to restore the commercial buildings, to save the buildings. I mean, they're built in 1885, super old buildings. There was a bar in there. Anyway, short of the long, it's for sale now. And it's been for sale for about 7 months. And there is literally nobody who has even bit on the bait. So I'm just trying to figure out, is there a certain angle? I know your recent endeavor with Bar Rescue. I don't know how in-depth that was as far as,
Well, here's what I know. They got on the show. And this is now Vitaly's Hideaway out in...
Sure.
In, what's the name of that town?
Worden.
Yes, Worden. Yes, Worden, Illinois.
Worden, Illinois.
Which was once Slotsy's. I know they reached out to Bar Rescue. They went through the whole process of going and auditioning, and I know they sent out they sent out a recon crew to even check out the place.
Sure.
And it was a long process for them. I know it took over a year for them to be even considered to get onto the show. So you're looking to do what to this place? Just keep it going?
So I've owned it for 3 years now. We've completely renovated everything. We turned 3 buildings into one big area space for dining, bar atmosphere, and game room setting with a patio. I'm just trying to find out, find better angles for a buyer. Like, we're on social media, we're on Facebook, stuff like that.
Who the hell would want to buy a bar? God,
it's a tough business.
It's a tough business.
It is very, and so like I said, it's out in Jonesburg, which is west of Warrenton. Yes, and so westward expansion is happening, tenfold, and so that was the initial seed that was planted with myself and my in-laws or my business partners as well.
Here's what I suggest: you burn the place down and you collect the insurance money. There we go. There we. That's what John Taffer would say. John Taffer would say, "Burn it down and collect the insurance money." That's what he would say.
Here's my
ironically. Okay.
See if you can get with the first caller who was trying to get out of the VCR repair business and get his tamale business off the ground. Maybe we get a tamale. We get a tamale Mexican joint out there off 70. We solve 2 problems, 2 birds with 1 stone here.
What's the name of your bar?
It is Old Town Bar and Grill. OLE.
Old Town Bar and Grill. All right, so listen, if you're in the Jonesburg area, you're looking to buy a bar, there we go. There's one for sale. Go check it out.
Thank you, guys.
All right, good luck.
Good luck, brother.
God, that's not a business I would want to get into. All right, one more. We got one more on the line here.
See who we got.
Zachary, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going, Rizz? Happy birthday.
Thanks, buddy. What do you got?
Yeah, my question is, I'm a local YouTuber. I'm big in the catfish game. I've been doing it now for about 3.5, 4 years, trying to grind it out in the local St. Louis area.
What do you mean the catfish game?
Yeah.
So,
Like tricking
in our
people
local-
online?
No, negative. Catfish as an actual fish. Catfish,
Okay. All right. Yeah.
You know, you got a lot of big time catfishermen in the local area. A lot of guys are out there grinding, and a lot of them make the actual local news. I don't know if you've seen them all or not, but I'm trying to build my brand and compete with a lot of these local big names, and I'm having trouble getting my name out there.
How much money are you going to make doing this?
Well, it depends. YouTube could be very lucrative if your channel pops off.
Is this a long-term? Is this a long-term thing we're going to be doing?
Yeah, I've been grinding now for 4 years, and I'm slowly getting to the point to where I can now monetize my channel, but I'm still having trouble boosting my viewership. And, there's a lot of competition in the St. Louis local area, so I'm trying to, make myself different from everybody else so I stand out.
No disrespect to the term grinding.
He needs an angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need an angle. All right.
Well, catfishing is probably the most lackadaisical type of fishing I've ever done in my life. So when you say you're grinding it out, does that mean you're grinding it out laying on the riverbank waiting for the pole to bend? Or are you Are you noodling? Are you a noodler? Are you getting down there in the hollow logs and grabbing them?
Definitely not a noodler, but, me and my buddy, we've invested into a $90,000 catfish rig. And, we spend a majority of the time out there on the river putting multiple big fish in, but I just don't have the
you need to have a gimmick.
as some of the other big guys.
You need to have a gimmick. You need to be doing something nobody else is doing. Maybe you need to wear something.
Because those noodlers, their channels are huge. There's a hot girl that noodles. There's a super hot girl that noodles.
I know that chick. So he needs an angle.
What's his angle?
Well, let's figure this out.
What's special about you, man? What's unique about you?
Well, my channel, it's called The Hunt for Larry Hogan. So what I like to do is I go out and I catch big fish. I kind of have a catchphrase. It's called Back to the Murky Depths. But we've caught numerous big cats, one over 100 pounds. Okay. But I guess my niche is, just kind of going out with the guys, having a good time, putting multiple big fish in the boat, and, just kind of doing our thing. We're funny, we're comical, we're educational.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, it's tough to compete, man. I guess you're right when you say I don't have an angle that separates me from everybody else. I guess I need to figure that out.
Yeah, and Robert, great idea. And I kind of had the same thing, Robert, on the instant feedback. You have to fake your disappearance and be gone for a couple days. Somebody call in like, oh, my God, he's missing.
Swallowed.
And then, something like that, and then be found, and then that'll get the word. Like I'm a catfisher on YouTube, and that way you get your channel out there nationally.
Yeah, maybe a Jonah and the Whale situation, dude, where you lived in a catfish's belly for 3 days. We get it's kind of like that fire in the sky situation.
Yeah, the premise is, Larry Hoggins is the ultimate giant catfish of the river, so I'm always looking for him.
Larry Hoggins is a porn star.
Well, you need to pull up a dead body or something. Really get some eyes on that channel. Or wear a banana hammock while you do it. You need a gimmick.
That's a good idea.
You need a gimmick when you do this.
Yeah, man. If you got an American flag Speedo or something like that, or something to really. You need a visual hook.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Set yourself apart from all the other catfish people on YouTube.
Yeah, you need a visual hook. You guys need to either go out dressed as the Scooby-Doo gang or something. Just something to set yourselves apart visually so when people are scrolling through, they're like, whoa, what's the Mystery Machine gang doing in a boat, Right. I don't know how many guys you got on a boat.
Anybody can catch a fish, but you got to have something else to go along with it. Yeah. Show business, baby.
Rizz is right.
All right, we're closing the hotline down. I don't think we solved anybody's problems, I'll be honest with you.
I think we solved one.
Who?
Ours.
All right, crowd on celebrities after the break. Yes, Rafe.
After I let it roll around in my head for a minute, I have a hook for the catfish guy.
God.
Do start catfishing people. And when they show up for the date, you take them catfishing. So you catfish people, you make them think you're a hot girl or vis-a-vis a hot guy. When they show up for the date, you show up on your boat with your buddies, and you take them out for a catfish experience, and you tell them to beware of the people tricking you online. There you go. There's your hook.
There's your hook. All right, Rafe, Memoriam is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've ever, when was the last big concert you were at? I think for me it was Point Fest.
Probably, Point Fest for me. I haven't done a big one since then.
You know, I did look around Point Fest, and when 311 went on, so 311 headlined the show, they played last. Mm-hmm. Did you notice the crowd thin out a bit?
Not specific. Maybe towards the end. Everybody trying to beat the parking demon. You know how that goes.
Grant, when you go to a concert, do you leave before the end, or you stick it out?
Usually, I will stick it out. The only time actually I've left a concert early was this week. Went and saw the Lumineers, and I didn't want to leave early. The only reason why I did was because I was up at 4 a.m. for the show.
Right.
And so by the time we were done, it was like, 11 o'clock. I had an hour drive home. I was like, I can't do this no more.
I got invited to that concert and
the Lumineers?
Did not go.
It was good.
Well, one, it was hot, and two, I was like, it's going to be a long week.
According to a new poll of 2,000 music fans, about 1 in 4 people leave early, missing out on those final songs that the artist would save for last. And there are a bunch of reasons why. What's the number one reason why?
Parking. It's got to be parking.
Yeah, getting home early.
The number one reason is...
Or traffic.
Beating the trap. That's what I meant.
Worrying ahead of time about being tired for the next day.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I can live with that. I just don't want to sit in gridlock.
Yeah, that's the number. So yeah, 40% of people admit they'd rather beat the rush than stick around for the big finish. For many, it's all about how they'll feel the next day. So most of the people say, they worry about being tired after the show. Self-care, that's a big factor. More than a third of concert goers have special routines to recover after a night of live music. Over half practice some sort of post-gig self-care, whether it's maybe getting some extra sleep or taking it easy the next day. I guess if you go hard at the show.
I guess that makes sense. If you're getting schnockered or whatever, wanting to get a little bit of sleep so you can go to work the next day. But
yeah. For me especially.
I dipped on the chili peppers, dude.
Wake up so early. Yeah, but you had to work the next day. I took the next day off.
I know. I dipped, and then I felt bad because it was a good concert, but I was like, I got to get out of here.
A concert during the week for me, I just don't. It's a school day. I can't go. If I do go, I will not enjoy myself.
I will say that is the one thing. I know everyone's pretty steamed that the amphitheater started making people pay to park. But the VIP parking now does offer, if you're in the VIP area and you pay for it, then when they take traffic out of there, when everyone has to go left and get caught and all that, VIP goes right. And you're out of there, dude.
Make it worth it.
Yeah.
You're out of there quick. And I'm like, that was kind of a clever design. Like, they can't fix the traffic problem, but they can, if you pay a little extra, fix it for some people.
I will say about leaving a concert early, I can understand, if you got kids, you got to wake up at 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning, or for this show, you're waking up at 4 or 5 in the morning. Like, that's a little different. If you just got a 9 to 5, you don't have to wake up for anything special, like, come on.
I'm a puss. Can't do it anymore. I need my sleep.
I'm a completionist. Like when I play video games, I'm that way. When I go to concerts,
got to see it through.
Finish the game.
I would rather not go.
I'm Young Guns, dude. I shall finish the game.
I'd rather just not go. All right, let's do Crab on Celebrities. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crab on Celebrities, which is brought to you by Mentality. Mentality, our patients experience a 30% increase in testosterone levels. Reclaim your health at mentalityhealth.com/radio. So I don't know how we could be blamed for this. That Hulk Hogan died? It's been a bad week to be a celebrity.
Yeah, we took some pretty hard heat for we have a curse here on the show. People think that when we mention folks that they pass away and expire, and honestly, there's some weird, uncanny things that have happened.
Well, I said, celebrity deaths usually come in 3.
Oh.
And, we had Ozzy, we had Malcolm Jamal Warner, Theo from the Cosby Show.
And those may have been far enough apart not to all be lumped in, but these we're definitely going to get credit for. Because Ozzy was Tuesday. Because we set a 5-day limit, like within 5 days.
5 to 10 days. We gave that.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize we said 10. But we definitely, we lost Hogan and Chuck Mangione within minutes of each other.
Right. So days after we lost Malcolm Jamal Warner and Ozzy Osbourne, On the same day musician Chuck Mangione died, we lost the Hulkster.
I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. I am a real American. Fight for what's right. Fight for your life.
That's right. The Hulkster. Died yesterday at the age of 71. Medical personnel were sent to his home in Clearwater, Florida to treat a cardiac arrest. He ended up in a nearby hospital where he was pronounced dead. I mean, obviously the biggest star ever in professional wrestling, right? Was there anybody bigger?
No, I mean, there's people who would argue that there were, but I feel like for the time that he came along, you know, he took wrestling from kind of underground, from the vaudevillian regional territories to global.
I mean, he
was the global
instrumental
star.
in making wrestling the multi-billion-dollar industry it is today.
100%. And he's not a good wrestler, and apparently wasn't a great guy behind the scenes for other wrestlers to talk about. But you got to give it up.
I saw, you know, Ric Flair was crying on TV. You know, The Undertaker put out a statement. You know, after appearing as Thunderlips in Rocky III, he won the WWF Championship in '83, and the business reached heights it had never been before.
Oh, yeah.
His feuds with rivals like, you know, Rowdy Piper and Andre the Giant, Macho Man were legendary. And even after it seemed like his star had faded in the late 80s, early 90s, he jumped ship to WCW, formed a group called the New World Order, and once again became the hottest name in wrestling.
Yep.
No other wrestler before him or since him, aside from maybe The Rock, has been a more recognizable character around the world. And following the success of, you know, the recently departed Ozzy Osborne, Hogan and his family entered the reality TV business with Hogan Knows Best, which ran from 05 to 07 on VH1.
Oh, yeah.
And there were the scandals.
Of course.
10 years before his death, on July 24th of 2015, tabloids posted audio of Hulk Hogan using the N-word while complaining about his daughter, Brooke, dating a black guy.
Yeah.
The audio was part of a sex tape that was partially leaked by Gawker. Remember the website Gawker.com back in 2012? The tape showed Hulk Hogan having sex with the wife of his best friend, who had, quote, loaned her out to him and filmed the action.
Mm-hmm.
It showed him with a woman named Heather Clem, who was at the time married to a radio guy named Bubba the Love Sponge. And the jury found Gawker Media liable and awarded Hogan $115 million in damages. Compensatory $115 million, $25 million in punitive damage. Here is Hogan talking about the verdict. This is him on ABC.
Over 3 years of dealing with Gawker's games, they did everything they could to deter me. They were hoping that financially I wouldn't be able to stay in the game with them and I'd quit or tap out. I felt like I had like this monster on my shoulders no matter where I went. When they read the verdict, it was just so overwhelming when I knew that we had won and people believed me. It was just, gosh, it was a moment. It was a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, when I was in Nashville, I did some shows on a sketch show, and the guy that was the video production guy was from Tampa, and he was Hulk Hogan's videographer. And we had a conversation in the green room where he's like, you know, I'm going to be moving here soon because I'm going to be out of a job because unfortunately, you know, Hulk's not doing well. He's very sick. And apparently, you know, and this is all hearsay from another person, but I think it came out that he was having health problems, and I believe and I don't know if this will come out or not, you know, and I don't want to, the way it was communicated to me was he had some sort of rare blood cancer that he was battling and was causing a lot of health issues and was kind of on his way out. And a lot of reports are coming out now that he was kind of on his deathbed the week leading up to this, and I'm sure if he was in chemo or radiation, and I'm speculating, I don't have any details about this, but it's like that could have caused, you know, and 71 is the ripe old age for wrestlers, dude, because those guys don't live long.
71, I say that's pretty good.
The amount of like steroids and like the uppers and downers and that living on the road and then how hard that is on your body, man, it's a tough industry to be in and to live to a ripe old age in.
Yeah, and his last appearance for the WWE was on January 6th, an episode of Monday Night Raw. He was booed hard. and he was trying to hype his Real American beer. At the time of his death, he was working with former wrestling promoter Eric Bischoff on a legit wrestling outfit called Real American Freestyle, which is hosting its first event on August 30th. So he's survived by his third wife, Sky, his kids, Nick and Brooke, from his first wife, Linda. Now, did you know that Hulk and Dolly Parton once shared a screen together?
No.
It was on Dolly's short-lived variety sketch show, and Hulk joined her as a guest. Hulk was playing a wrestler named Starlight Starbright. And then Dolly sang a song to him called He's Got a Headlock on My Heart, and it is just as campy as you'd think it would be.
He's got a headlock on my heart that is made like it never fall. He knew the ropes right from the start. He's got a headlock on my heart.
There you go. That's Dolly singing about Hulk Hogan. So R.I.P. the Hulkster. And we did mention that Chuck Mangione died, beloved jazz musician Chuck Mangione. Are you familiar with his works?
I'm not. And to be honest, when it comes to celebrities, I'm not the most well-kept when it comes to my knowledge of celebrities. But, you know, with the Hulk Hogan, it's interesting because even if you're not that into celebrities or wrestling or anything, that's someone that everybody knows. Every person in America knows who that is.
Well, not everybody knows who Chuck Mangione is, and he is known for his smooth flugelhorn melodies. He died at the age of 84. Here's old Chuck Mangione. Smooth, huh? Chuck passed away peacefully in his sleep, according to his hometown paper in Rochester, New York. Born in 1940, Chuck Mangione grew up surrounded by music, learned from jazz legends like Dizzy Gillespie, who was even a family friend. 5 songs in the Billboard Hot 100, 2 Grammy Awards. Younger fans might remember him from King of the Hill. He was on a couple episodes of King of the Hill.
Yeah, it was a running thing there. Like he lived in the... What was the name of the...
It was like their Walmart.
But what was it called?
I forget, but here's a little clip.
Your garden will be a horn of plenty with megalomulch in easy-to-lift 50-pound bags.
That Chuck Mangione's one-class act.
And now Megalomart has propane and propane accessories at megalo prices, and it feels so good.
Propane at Megalomart?
Yeah.
Bobby, leave the room.
R.I.P. Chuck Mangione. Food Network star Ann Burrell's recent passing has been officially ruled a suicide by the New York City Office of Chief Medical Examiner. Ann Burrell, who was 55, died from what authorities described as a combo of drugs and alcohol. She was unresponsive and found in her Brooklyn home, and her death was first announced by her family on June 17th. She was a familiar face to Food Network fans, hosting 27 seasons of Worst Cooks in America, which debuted in 2010. She also made memorable appearances on shows like Chopped and Cutthroat Kitchen. Food Network star The Kitchen, Beat Bobby Flay, and more. So it's been 3 days since we lost our Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne. So Rolling Stone magazine put together a list of some of Ozzy Osbourne's most memorable quotes. So there you go. 6 Ozzyisms. The thing about life that gets me crazy is that by the time you learn it all, it's too late to deal with it. It should be the other way around. We should be born with all this sense and knowledge and then get stupider as we get older. Viagra is a great sleeping drug. I take Viagra, and Sharon goes right to sleep. Sometimes I'm scared of being Ozzy, but it could have been worse. I could have been Sting. Steve Jones of the Sex Pistols once said to me, I hate the Beatles. To me, that's like saying you hate air. My son Jack gets pissed off sometimes. He said to me one day, Dad, the difference is whether people are laughing with you or at you. I said, as long as they're laughing, it doesn't matter. Ozzy said, I guarantee that if I was to die tonight, tomorrow would be Ozzy Osbourne, the man who bit the head off a bat, died in his hotel room. I know that's coming, but I've got no complaints. At least I'll be remembered.
What a cool dude.
His daughter Kelly broke her silence yesterday by posting lyrics from Changes. She said, quote, I feel unhappy. I'm so sad. I lost the best friend I ever had. Black Sabbath's guitarist, Tony Iommi, he believes his bandmate Ozzy was hanging on to life in order to play their final show on July 5th. However, Tony's still shocked that Ozzy's gone. And here is Tony Iommi, the guitarist for Black Sabbath.
It couldn't sink in. I thought, it can't be. I only had a text off him the day before. It just seemed unreal, you know, surreal. And it really didn't sink in. And so in the night, I started thinking about it. God, am I dreaming all this?
Yeah. Tony said he held on long enough to say goodbye to the fans.
It's not looked well through the rehearsals, and I think he really just held out to do that show. I really feel, and me and Grizz were talking about it last night, that we think he held out to do it. And just after that, he's done it and said goodbye to the fans.
And he revealed Ozzy's final text to him.
You know, as I say, when I had the text off him the day before yesterday, saying he's tired and he's really got no energy, and I thought, oh dear. Because it's a lot for him to do that.
Yeah. Harry Styles has a new side hustle. He's selling sex toys. Harry has a new brand called Pleasing Yourself, and yesterday he announced 2 new products. One is a double-sided vibrator, and the other is a premium FDA-approved silicone lube. The vibrator is only $68. Lube's $25 for 3.4 ounces. And according to a press release, these products are designed to help you, quote, explore sexual wellness through the lens of emotional depth, cultural fluency, joy and pleasure, and genuine care. At least it's not another celebrity tequila brand, am I right?
Good point.
Wonder if he'll write a song about those.
The sex toys?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Double-sided.
In theaters this weekend, you have the new Fantastic Four movie. The Fantastic Four First Steps. That's Pedro Pascal. That's Vanessa Kirby. That's the guy from The Bear.
You know, what's his name? Ego something? He has
Eben Moss Bachrach.
Yeah.
So this is the third attempt at bringing the Fantastic Four to the big screen. First there was 2005's Fantastic Four and its 2007 sequel, both starring Chris Evans as the Human Torch. Blonde Jessica Alba as his sister. Then in 2015, a reboot starring Michael B. Jordan as the Human Torch and Miles Teller as Mr. Fantastic. Now there's this one.
Yeah, there was also a 90s, really bad 90s one before the tech was there, when they were putting like superhero movies out on VHS. So this is technically the 4th time they've made a run at it. It was like when Spawn came out. Remember that movie? It was around that era.
88% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's good. I've been getting mixed reviews online. I'm hoping that it'll be better. I've heard serviceable, and it's kind of in service of rebooting the Marvel Universe. Some friends saw it and said that not bad, not great, not memorable, but not terrible. But that it seemed like it was made to set up the next film.
Right. Robert Downey Jr. is expected to appear as Victor Von Doom in a post-credit scene, despite the director saying Dr. Doom is not part of this film. So
he's not the bad guy in the film, but I think, from post-credit scenes of other movies, I feel like this movie's going to tie in with what's currently happening in the Marvel Universe. But, if Pedro Pascal can't save your franchise, who the hell can?
Today on Netflix, Happy Gilmore 2, which is getting 72% on Rotten Tomatoes.
You going to watch it tonight?
I think I will. Adam Sandler returns as Happy Gilmore, who's trying to make a comeback at golf in order to put his daughter through a prestigious ballet school that will cost him $75,000 a year. Spotify is getting a piece of Happy Gilmore 2. Users will be able to play an interactive audio-visual game called the Happy Gilmore 2 Tournament, tilting their phones to chip golf balls, navigating moments from the movie, Easter eggs, and unlocking audio clips. So that's on Spotify today.
That's cool.
Netflix has officially renewed Wednesday for a 3rd season, and a spin-off series is now in development. The announcement comes just ahead of Season 2's premiere on August 6th, which will be released in 2 parts. The showrunner hinted that the spin-off could focus on other members of the Addams family, with Netflix execs saying there's plenty more to explore in this world. Season 2 brings back most of the original cast Adds a couple new faces. Steve Buscemi features guest stars including Lady Gaga, Christopher Lloyd. Netflix is not renewing Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's massive $100 million deal, which is set to expire later this year. Man, they get so much hate, those two.
Did they have a reality show?
Yeah, the couple signed an agreement in 2020 and produced a couple projects for Netflix, including Harry and Meghan docuseries and Meghan's lifestyle. She's got a lifestyle show called With Love, Meghan. Sources say the decision is not due to animosity, but rather a shift in Netflix's business strategy.
Yeah, they're going to make shows people want to see.
I was about to say, you guys get into those kind of shows ever?
What?
Like just shows like
reality?
That is something that I could not care less about.
Yeah. It's probably not. You're probably not barking up these two trees too hard.
No.
Occasionally, if Tina's watching something, I'll sit down and watch it with her. Like I try to be fair, all's fair in a relationship. If she's into like one of those Love Island, she hasn't watched a ton of that stuff, to be honest. You know, it's mindless brain candy. I liked Love on the Spectrum. I watched that show. Like some of them are okay.
The long-awaited Michael Jackson biopic has been pushed back again. Michael will debut on April 24th, 2026. The film was slated to premiere this October, and the movie stars Michael Jackson's nephew Jafar
as Michael.
Resident Alien, the sci-fi comedy on, I think that's on Sci-Fi. That has been canceled, officially ending with its current fourth season. That's actually a pretty good show.
That's what you were saying. I think Moon said he liked it too. I haven't watched it yet. Is it going to get canceled with like a resolution? That's the thing that sucks now, man. There's so much content. Is when you get into a show, you start getting invested and it gets canceled and it's just kind of unceremoniously dumped.
Well, the creator says season 4 was written with the end in mind, promising fans a strong and satisfying conclusion.
Awesome.
And finally, after the whole viral kiss cam moment for Coldplay, their music streams have surged by 25%. So the moment featuring two executives from that company, Astronomer, awkwardly caught on camera, quickly made the rounds online, and 5 days after the video went viral, the band's on-demand streams jumped from 28.7 million to 35.7 million. So good for the Coldplay business.
That was one of the best days on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. One of the best days on that app that I've witnessed in a long time.
Yeah. The memes were strong that day.
The memes were strong. And celebrities celebrating a birthday this weekend. Jenny Humphrey on Gossip Girl. She has a band called The Pretty Reckless. She got her start as Cindy Lou Who on How the Grinch Stole Christmas. St. Louis' own Taylor Momsen is 32. Former MLB shortstop Alex Rodriguez is 50. Kate Beckinsale is 52. Maya Rudolph, 53. Wrestler Triple H, 56. Joey from Friends, Matt LeBlanc, is 58. Jason Statham, he is the beekeeper.
I like to keep bees. Do you like bees?
He's 58 this weekend. Jeremy Piven, 60. Sandra Bullock, 61. Pantera bassist Rex Brown, 61. Ex-singer of Van Halen and the band Extreme. Gary Sharon is 64. Kevin Spacey, 66. Queen's drummer Roger Taylor, 76. Helen Mirren, 80. And Mick Jagger. How old is he this weekend?
Bro, 72. I honestly don't know. He transcends time and space. I'm going to say he's, good God, he's got to be older than that, right? Making music in the 60s. Oh, he's got to be 80, 85.
Mick Jagger turns 82. Dang. 82 this weekend. All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's More Fun and Fantasy Meet, is Gale Force. And today's birthday girl has been in 200 fine films, including The Army Brat, Bare Ass Naked Gun, Black to the Future, The Blacker the Better 2 and 4, and a movie called Booty Camp, Butts Up Doc 2, Debbie Does the Devil in Dallas, Arachnophobia 2, The Hills Have Thighs, Ladies Lovin' Ladies Lovin' Ladies 2,
great flick,
Monumental Knockers 4, Starship Intercourse, and who could forget a role in 1997's The Texas Dildo Masquerade. Gale Force is 59 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we will take a quick break. We'll come back with Rafe's e-memorium.
Oh, boy.
We got Rafe's e-memorium here in just 1 second. I did want to bring up this story because this is one of the most bizarre stories out of the UK. This vascular surgeon, he's from Cornwall. His name is Neil Hopper. And he's at the center of a major fraud case. So Neil, who's performed hundreds of amputations during his career, is now accused of having both his own legs removed just below the knee so he could claim a $700,000 insurance payout.
Damn. That's commitment to a
scam, right?
Brother.
Well, this guy is into this. He's into amputation stuff.
It's like a fetish?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm glad the wind didn't blow on the back of my neck on that day.
He's
whatever
an
makes that wire cross.
amputation fetishist.
Nugget porn.
Is that what they call that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think he's into the porn aspect of it. He's into the removing of limbs aspect of it. Like not sexual, not like people having sex with amputees.
Oh, he just likes the amputation part.
Right.
So he is a fetish as much as
he's a vascular surgeon, and he took his own legs off and collected $700,000.
So did he literally cut his own leg off?
Literally cut both his legs off.
He didn't have another surgeon do it?
Oh, I don't know that.
Because I'm like, who would do it? Who would just do it?
Well, so prosecutors say he's 49 years old. He lied about how he lost his legs. He told insurance companies that he developed sepsis after getting sick on a camping trip with his family back in 2019. Insists that his amputations weren't self-inflicted. But after a 2-year investigation, authorities believe he did it intentionally to collect a payout. Cut his own legs off.
That's insane.
But that's not all. In court, it was revealed that Neil also charged with encouraging somebody else to remove the body parts of others.
No way, dude.
And reports say he bought videos from a website called The Eunuch Maker that promotes.
Now we're getting to it.
That promotes this kind of behavior.
The Eunuch Maker?
The Eunuch Maker.
Dude, that sounds like a...
I looked into it.
Game of Thrones character.
So despite these allegations, the hospital where he worked was quick to state there's no evidence that patients were ever put at risk and that the charges don't relate to his professional conduct. And before his arrest, he actually spoke publicly about his amputations, and he told the BBC it gave him a new perspective on life. He even returned to work just 6 months after losing his legs and was recognized for his resilience, winning the Brave Britons Award after being shortlisted for a European Space Agency para-astronaut program. So this Eunuch Maker website, it's described as a website that features videos encouraging the removal of body parts from third parties. It appears to be a site associated with extreme and illegal content related to bodily harm and amputation, which is a crazy thing to be into.
Yeah, man, that is I try not to yuck other people's yums, but my Lord. Like I said, I'm glad the breeze didn't, because we're all. Right time, right place. Wind blows a certain way while you're watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre as a kid, right as a pube's coming in or something, and that wire gets crossed, and that's what you're into.
That's what you're into.
Glad that didn't happen to me.
No.
Because that is a extreme fetish.
So you know what a eunuch is, right? A eunuch is a man who's been castrated, meaning his testicles have been removed or rendered non-functional.
Right. But still has the ween.
Historically, eunuchs were often employed as, I guess, in royal courts, especially in ancient Asia, the Middle East, parts of Europe, because they were considered trustworthy to serve in roles close to kings and queens and other nobility. But eunuch is not, not a term we use normally in 2025.
I've never heard that word before today.
Eunuch.
Never heard that word.
Really?
No.
So this begs the question. This man removed both his legs below the knee for $700,000.
Which, would you do that?
No.
Is that the question you're going to ask?
How much would it take for you to remove both your legs below the knees?
What's the price for both your legs?
I don't know, man. I don't know if there is one.
There's a price tag for everything.
I don't think there is on that. For me, and I'm not saying like you couldn't have a functional life without them, but man, I don't want to take myself. I don't want to lose my legs at the knees gosh. Unless it's like, it has to be like a caveat, like a like thing where I'm like, okay, for $6 billion and I can go to some guy in France and pay him $2 billion to give me bionic legs or something.
It'd be cool. Remember the Blade Runner?
Exactly.
Oscar Pistorius?
Well, it didn't end well for him.
It did well,
And because he didn't have his legs on.
It had nothing to do with not having his legs.
He didn't have them on when he crawled and shot through the bathroom door. And he shot too low and he killed his girlfriend through the door. That's the story he told.
Yeah, but that had nothing to do with his legs.
Well, I think there was some stuff wrapped up in the whole
Get those cool blade legs. Imagine $5 million in the bank and cool blade legs.
I mean, I think the money would help. The money would help the social transition. I think you'd still do all right with whatever your preferential was, whether it was men or women, whatever you're into. I think if you got $1 billion in the bank, you're probably they're willing to figure out how to help you slap those blades on in the morning. I just don't know if I could cope with like waking up and looking down and seeing nothing below the knee.
Well, and especially
that would mess me up,
for only $700,000.
Definitely not for that.
Like you're talking, hundreds of millions of dollars. That may be a little bit different. Like you could sort of
$5 million, Grant.
No,
cut your legs off.
No,
and I'll give you cool bionic legs.
But
no,
not even getting to $1 million though is wild. $5 million, I'd at least put some thought into it.
Well, this guy had $700,000 in the bank, and he's into it. So for him, I guess it was a win-win. But yeah, that's going on out there in England. That's what's happening across the pond.
They need to get it together over there, man.
All right, time for Rafe Williams and this week's e-memorium.
Folks, familiar know what that music means. It means it's time for the e-memorium. Those of you unfamiliar, the RizzShow e-memorium is a lot like the Oscars in memoriam, where we say goodbye to folks we lost this week, both real, fictional, and in their own heads. Sometimes we lose listeners because of something we said, opinions we had, something they don't like about the show. Sometimes they just don't like us. Sometimes we're saying goodbye to trolls. Sometimes it's topics that we discuss. Sometimes it's ourselves. Sometimes it's things that we did. This is a live show. Mistakes get made. But whoever it is, nobody's safe. Without further ado, let's get started with this week's e-memoriam. First up, shock jocks.
Oh.
Rizz was upset this week after a beloved family friend refused to stop introducing him at a wedding as a shock jock. Our beloved leader is so much more than a shock jock. A shock jock sounds like a contraption a cuck or a soy boy sub buys at a sex shop so their femdom can zap their pathetic little genitals every time they misbehave like a dirty little pig boy. And yeah, Rizz has a couple of those characteristics, but not all of them. He isn't a garden variety soy sub radio troll barking out boobies between car crash sound effects. He's more of a sexy, shinless static daddy. A full-power broadcast baddie who deserves reverence, not ridicule. This man didn't claw his way to the top of St. Louis morning radio scene just to be lumped in with Chuck Nards and the Flatulence crew on 97.7 The Queef. The show he's built, painstakingly, brick by weird-ass brick, isn't booger and douche in the morning. It's a respected radio talk show, okay? And a podcast with a loyal fan base and highbrow comedic timing. That's why I believe Rizz deserves a term all of his own. Something that captures the depth, the gravitas, the deep emotional trauma from years of listener emails about feet. I didn't like that one at all. Don't do that one again. So today, in memoriam of the title Shock Jock, May It Rot in Radio Hell, I propose we elevate Rizz to what he truly is. The broadcast baron of boundary-pushing banter, the sultan of snark, lord of the live read, anti-hero of the airwaves, patron saint of premature dump buttons. He is the morning moistener.
What?
Because every loyal listener starts their day a little bit wetter. Emotionally, metaphorically, physically. Rest in peace, Shock Jock. You died so something sexier could live. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Shock jock.
I know, it's hurtful.
Not a fan.
Next up, Booger and Douche in the morning. For the first ever in Memoriam. Yes, about 30 seconds ago, in this very e-memorium, I drew a line in the sand between us and the fictional Booger and the Douche morning radio show. So cue the sad pan flute and the sound of a fart echoing through an empty gentleman's club. I apologize. Today we say goodbye to a once thriving beast of morning radio, Booger and the Douche in the morning. A program like many that peaked during the George H.W. Bush administration and never once learned the difference between satire and misogyny. For years, Booger and the Douche bravely asked a question no one needed answers to. Would you rather have a second penis or a spare vagina? Can women even be funny if their boobs aren't out? And the timeless classic, what would you do for a Hooters gift card? They were pioneers in duct tape fart mic technology and the first to attempt the 48-hour broadcast powered solely by Monster Energy and gas station boner pills. But like all legends who fly too close to the sun on wings made of strip club coupons and restraining orders, they fell. Booger now lives in a storage unit behind a Topgolf where he hosts a podcast called Cancel Me, Daddy. And the Douche, well, he's a youth pastor. Not the good kind either, the denim vest kind. The we play corn covers for Christ kind. In the end, Booger and the Douche didn't evolve with the times. They refused to adapt, refused to grow, and most importantly, refused to stop prank calling Arby's, even though Arby's had caller ID in 1997. And we buried them next to a broken bong, shaped like a pair of tatas to honor them. Rest in pieces, Booger and the Douche. You were never the heroes we needed or wanted or particularly enjoyed. Bye-bye. Next up, CEO Jumbotron Guy. This poor guy, the CEO of Astronomer, he had a hard week on Twitter, formerly known as X, formerly known as Twitter. Maybe next time you go to a Coldplay concert, don't be feeling up the HR lady, bud, and you won't end up ruining your life, your marriage, and losing your multi-million-dollar contract and all the benefits. Bye-bye. Next up, Coldplay.
Oh, we got to say goodbye to them?
We got to say goodbye to Coldplay because the one gift the Prince of Darkness gave us, Ozzy Osborne, other than the fact that we all got dangly earrings on the day that he died and took us to the next zone, is he got Coldplay off our goddamn Twitter timelines. Because it ran its course pretty damn fast. And I was a little sick of seeing Chris Martin's face, as was everyone. So the last gift Ozzy gave us before he left this earth was kicking Coldplay to the curb. Thank you, Dark One. Bye-bye. Next up, our hot take that celebrity deaths don't come in threes.
Ooh, yeah.
Took a lot of heat for this. Yes, on yesterday's broadcast, we asserted after the passing of legendary rock star and aforementioned Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osborne, during a tribute that the notion that celebrities die in threes was absurd and an old wives' tale. Then, within 10 minutes of being off the air, two of me and Rizz's childhood heroes, Hulk Hogan and Chuck Mangione, immediately died. It's almost as if St. Peter himself tuned into our program and said, listen to these two dumbasses. Time to teach them a lesson these heretics need to know by taking two men with the most influential skullets in American history. We begin with Hulk Hogan, a man who told us to say our prayers, eat our vitamins, and believe in ourselves right before dropping a racist voicemail and body slamming his own credibility through a folding table. But even in disgrace, the man never lost his status as the patriotic thunderstep-dad of America. He flexed so hard he tore sleeves off the fabric of space-time. He was the only man to live long enough to survive a leg drop from himself. He's now body-slamming angels in heaven. Golden ring asking St. Michael, you gonna do a job for me tonight, brother? And then Chuck Mangione, the smooth jazz flugelhornist who made us feel good without ever asking us or us understanding why. The man looked like he fell out of a time portal from 1977 and landed directly in a turtleneck commercial. Chuck didn't play music. He vibed in the horn and let the horn make love to your mom's wine spritzer. Your mom got wet to Chuck.
Oh.
That's right. And he is survived by his mustache, his turtleneck, and he's playing all the tunes in every elevator in heaven. He blew us all away. Bye-bye. And finally, perhaps the most important one of the week, Lobes of Honor.
Oh, yes.
We all got dangly earrings this Tuesday for the Ronald McDonald House charity as part of our midlife crisis. We have now leveled up our aura with Lost Boys level sexiness, and our dangly turquoise earrings and diamond studs got us brimming with confidence. It started with a fundraiser, a noble cause, a charitable mission, but what began as a fun thing for the Ronald McDonald House became a spiritual jailbreak. Because when that first needle pierced flesh, it didn't just open a hole in our lobes, Rizz. It opened a portal to confidence, to power, to raw, unfiltered, dangly energy. We didn't just get earrings, brother. We leveled up. We now walk the earth with dangly turquoise talismans swaying gently like the dreams of horny desert witches. Our diamond studs refract sunlight in a way that makes divorcees stop mid-checkout at Target and whisper, "Who hurt him and how can I get me some?" We've entered our post-dad, pre-wizard era. We are earring warlocks slinging mild flirtations at Trader Joe's and wielding the type of seductive confusion once reserved for River Phoenix and bartenders in Santa Fe biker bars. These aren't accessories, my man. These are amplifiers of aura. Tiny metallic middle fingers to time itself. And yes, we have become harder to label. Are we former roadies? Maybe. Failed acoustic singer-songwriters? Men who might offer you a tarot reading and a back rub and somehow change your life with both? The answer is yes. To all of it.
Grant, do you think we're losers and, guys in their late 40s?
No.
Earrings?
No, I think this is beautiful, Rafe.
Thank you. Thank you, Grant. You're allowed to stay. For we have become what we were always meant to be. We pierced our lobes, and in doing so, we pierced the veil between suburban dad and full-blown, ear-curious sex sorcerers.
Yes.
So rest in peace, plain lobes. You served your time as fleshy silence, but now you swing with a purpose, for we are the Lobes of Honor organization. From this day forward, we don't walk into a room. We shimmer in, subtly, sexily, like emotionally complicated wind chimes hanging from our little ears. Long live the dangle, long live the mystic studs, and long live the dangerous middle ground between uncle energy and sex-positive shaman. Pierced but not broken, hallowed be thy lobes, bye-bye. And now for the real RIPs of the week, and there are a lot of them.
Yeah.
We have talked about it ad nauseum over the program, but just in case you're just tuning in, we lost Theo Huxtable, Malcolm Jamal Warner in Costa Rica to rip currents, which was an awful, horrible tragedy. We lost the Prince of Darkness himself, Ozzy Osborne, just 17 days after his farewell concert. We lost the pioneer in the wrestling field. Let me tell you something, brother, Hulk Hogan. Yesterday, and within 10 minutes of that, we lost fusion jazz superstar and star of King of the Hill, Chuck Mangione. And I believe that's all our RIPs. And that concludes this week's e-memorium.
Dude, you stuck that ending, man.
Yeah, you were worried.
Stuck that ending.
That's how you do it.
We'll take a break. We'll come back, and Rafe's got sports. A very important sports report.
Some would say a super important sports report.
Rafe, I think it's time for a super important sports report.
The super important sports report presented by DraftKings, a casino queen. Play, stay, and dine. Visit DraftKings@casinoqueen.com for special promotions. All right, let's get it going. I'm Rafe Williams, your host, your hype man, your hillbilly Howard Cosell. And I've been kicked out of more locker rooms than the Philadelphia jockstrap sniffer, but somehow they gave me a mic and told me to talk sports. So buckle up, Buttercup. It's the Super Short Sports Report. First up, the WWE. It's still real to me, damn it. Say your prayers and eat your vitamins because the immortal Hulk, sorry about the N-word, brother Hogan, has taken the final pinfall. The 80s icon, muscle-bound messiah of mayhem, passed away at 71 in Florida. Terry Bollea died surrounded by family, fans, and I assume a last tub of tanning lotion. The original protein powder prophet passed away at 71, leaving behind a legacy of 24-inch pythons and 40 years of elbow drops, backstage politics, and shredded tank tops. Hogan body slammed his way into pop culture and took wrestling from beer halls to boardrooms. The only thing more jacked than Hogan's delts is his legacy. R.I.P. Terry Jean. You flexed so we didn't have to. Whoop! Moving on. Next up, outhouse racing. Yes, it's real. Teams build mobile porta potties, slap on wheels, and haul ass downhill with brave souls trapped inside. It's fast, it's furious, it's stinky, and it's filled with metaphors for your last relationship. Last week's champion team, the Thunder Dumps, who clocked in at a 38 mile per hour on one loose door hinge away from a public indecency charge. It was NASCAR meets diarrhea at the Virginia Beach Open. Daryl Dookie Nukem Lester made his poop dreams come true as he drafted past Jonathan Burrito Bowl Johnson down Dead Man's Hill, leaving Johnson with his head in his hands and his ass cheeks in the breeze. Whoop! Moving on, the Redbirds. The Cardinals beat the Padres 9-7 after launching 2 3-run nukes in the second inning. Brendan Irish goodbye Donovan and Wilson Boomstick Contreras did the damage. Sonny, give me a goddamn break. Gray gave up 7 runs but still got the W because baseball is fake sometimes. Herrera joined the hit parade while Ryan Helsley slammed the door in the 9th with his 20th save. Moving on. Whoop! Frog jumping. Nothing says athletic dominance like screaming at a frog named Leapin' Larry while it refuses to move. The championships held in Dubuque, Iowa, judged by distance, hops, and how much your frog actually loves you. This year's champion was marred on controversy as the tentative winner, Tommy Two-Toed's frog, reportedly tested positive for Red Bull and performance-enhancing flies. Oh my God, we have a scandal. What? Moving on, Mizzou football. Mizzou locked up Drinkwitz till the apocalypse. Coach Eli Drinks Her Own Me Drinkwitz got extended through 2029, meaning the Tigers are banking on mullets, memes, and Midwestern momentum. Mizzou's back-to-back 10-plus win seasons landed him SEC Coach of the Year and more contract bonuses than a hedge fund vampire. The only man in Missouri with more job security, Nelly! What? Moving on, shin kicking. Straight out of ye old England, shin kicking is exactly what it sounds like. Contestants stuff straw down their pants and wail on each other's tibias until somebody cries uncle or loses cartilage. With the upcoming playoffs looming, the 2024 champ Nigel the Tibia Terror Finch says he may retire next year pending on reconstructive leg surgery and some marriage counseling. Moving on. Whop! NCAA pay-for-play. President Trump hit the NCAA with a surprise executive elbow drop, banning pay-for-play college athlete deals while still allowing NIL endorsement money. He says it's about protecting non-revenue sports, but it smells a lot like trying to staple Jell-O to a contract to me. No more Lambos for backup punters, just good old-fashioned exploitation. Meanwhile, backup quarterbacks everywhere are returning their G-Wagons and learning how to spell resume. Whoop! Brick Carrying Marathon! That's right, the one we've all been waiting for. Up in Poland, men and women race across town carrying cinder blocks like they're fleeing a CrossFit cult. Points are awarded for speed, endurance, and not crying like a pussy when your spine fuses together. The reigning champ, Anya Backbreaker Kolowaski, hauled 12 bricks across the mountain trail in Crocs. That's right, Crocs! She ran cross-country with a dozen bricks balanced on her back like Catholic guilt and brought it home for Poland. What? That's it! That concludes this week's Super Barton Shot Sports Report.
All right. Whew. Pull something?
My back started to hurt halfway through, and I'm like, is that normal? Was my spleen rupturing?
You did it, pal.
Can you yell loud enough to rupture a spleen? I'm Googling that on the break.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back, wrap her up. Big thanks to Mr. Grant Francis for doing all the podcast stuff and filling in for King Scott today.
Killed it, bruh.
If you missed anything on the show, you got the clip of the day brought to you by Michaels. Also, the podcast, which is brought to you by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. And today's podcast is titled
The Morning Moistener.
The Morning Moistener. All right, Rafe, what else?
Today, I'm going to be out from noon to 2 in South County. Listen up. You can join me this Friday, noon to 2. Point Ticket Blast at the grand reopening of the Rocket Convenience Store at 4205 Butler Hill Drive. I'll be there at noon. It's a grand reopening party, free samples, fuel discounts, Missouri Lottery on site, and I'll be giving away a big pair of Big Summer Show tickets every 15 minutes while I'm there, including tickets to Shinedown, Offspring, Deftones, and more. It's a Point Ticket Blast this Friday, noon to 2. That's today with me. Grand reopening of Rocket Convenience Store, Butler Hill Road, South County. Go to 1057thepoint.com for details, but just come out at noon. Just listen to me and come.
Go see Rafe.
I'll be there.
Tell him how great his Super Sports Report was today.
Yes, yell at me.
Yell at him. All right, we leave you with a selection from our Team Rizz member today, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. From Sparta, Illinois, John Kern is our Team Rizz member today.